that we're going to be showing you. We're going to be showing you the knife. It's a Karambit Fade that we're going to be unpacking while we're talking about our other sponsors, AK Racing, BenQ, and Complet. Don't forget to check out Obi Schoolan as well, who's doing the production, and obviously Games for You for hosting the event. Now,
Fakers. They've luckily hooked us up with some really nice knives. Basically, the winner of this tournament of the Nordic Masters, obviously we have 5 of these. They're going to go to the winners, and engraved on them we have NMS2 number 1, so Nordic Masters Season 2 number 1, obviously. And each winner, so each member of the team, sorry coaches, are going to get a knife, which is pretty cool. They're actually really realistic. They're actually proper metal. It's not plastic or just some terrible material. It's actually proper blade, really sharp at the end, so really good for, you know, if you're going down the street. You know, no, I'm joking, obviously. But really nice handle. I'm not going to do any tricks because I know I'll hurt myself on stream, and then Twix will take down our account. But it has, you know, everything has the ring if you want to learn tricks. It's really nice grip, and it fits perfectly in my hand. Like I've got fairly big hands, but it's like it's not too small.
it's like a showcase thing more.
Yeah, it's like a showcase. You could, even if you don't want to use it for like whatever, you could probably open letters with that. See, I suck at opening letters. That'd be pretty useful. Or of course you can always use it just to display it, hang it up on your room. Really nice souvenir from the event, obviously, along with your huge trophy.
Just kill people. No,
yeah,
don't.
We don't endorse that here at Nordic Masters. But of course, Fakecase, you know, thanks very much for hooking us up with 5 of these. And of course, if you want to hook us up with them, me and Volty, we would gladly accept.
Yeah, personal sponsors.
Yeah,
you know, that would
sponsors.
be Fakecase. Hey.
We gladly accept your donation if you'd like to. Check us out on Twitter at Hugo_CSGO and at Volty the King, and we'll gladly accept your lovely donation.
Yeah.
Of your Fakecase knives. But either way, we're going straight into the pistol round, guys, of this best of 3. We're up into the 3rd map of the quarterfinals, and it's going to be BX3 versus Public here.
The deciding map.
The deciding map, of course, Inferno, the veto down map. And we are going to see straight up mid aggression coming up from the T's here, pushed all the way up. Second mid also taken control of by Dominate. He's going to be going straight into Apps. Mikis, in fact, backing off at that position. While Public clear out the entire apartment here, just checking it, thoroughly cleaning it. Here we go. Minion holding down onto short. We're going to see Zype also over towards A, and H is going to be opening up the round on short. He's going to pick up a double kill. Both headshots and only 2 bullets, 2 kills. Mikis also chiming with 1, and Quicks and T's are already shut down as the last 2 alive, but they're not going anywhere as Finian grabs one for himself, and Quicks is going to be the last to drop as Zype takes him down. And BX3 already picking up the pistol, so a really nice lead here coming out from the Norwegians.
They didn't lose a single member either, so this is very good for their money situation running into this first half. Obviously now, Publicly will try to force up to damage their economical situation. The question here is rather, would BX3 be allowing them to get these kills? Because it's after all on Inferno. You're playing the CT side. You're playing most rounds on this side as well, so keeping that in mind would just tell you to stay safe, make sure that Publicly don't get too many kills here, because if they do, that's not only eco damage dealt, that's cash injection for them, and they're on the T side, so they're going to need everything that they can.
Oh, but the full app rush is coming out. We got FNI laid here in wait. He's going to get the spray down. 3 kills spraying with the USP 4. He's going for the ace, and he lands it as well. Oh, no, he doesn't. Zype takes 1. Oh, that's so unlucky. He only takes 3. I thought he got that ace, but either way.
Finny has got 1 as well, I think.
Yeah, God, stealing his ace. That's so unlucky. Either way, BX3 taking that second round without losing a single member. That was sick, though. That looked like a complete spray down there. And, yeah, only 3 going, actually, in the favour of Finian. 2 taken by Zype while he's putting out the USP. And the full eco coming out from Publisher. They've got basically nothing to afford at the moment. They're just on these P250s as they go into this 3rd round. And there's some nades going down from Nick as he's going to finish off the first kill onto T's. And this P92 from H-Con, this could be pretty lethal down Banana, but instead he's just going to back off and play more passive as he allows Public Clear to gain map control. No point challenging really at this point. You can just play passive and allow Public Clear to eat his nade as he goes in deep. He gets a lot of damage there onto the first, and he will finish him off. Calais there with the M4, taking 2 in fact. This is what happens when you walk around the corner, in the words of Semler. Dominate being the last alive though, and he's going to be pushing up Banana. 1 versus 5 with only a Glock. If he aced this, he would be the nuttiest player alive, but Calais
would be the nuttiest Glocker alive.
Glocker alive. And obviously, BX3 aren't ones to lose to Glocks, so Publicly are going to finally be on those rifles, which may be possessing a bit of a challenge towards BX3.
Well, now we will be seeing Publicly on these AK-47s, so they've got all smoke, so it looks like at least they've got a plan of what they want to do here. Then again, we're not too sure yet what that plan will be as they're pushing up towards Banana. That's going to be Age S. They will be they'll be splitting up here. I think they're waiting for that first entry to come at them, but BX3 are just going to go offensive, and that's going to be with the op on Mickey's. Not more is happening as he's backing off, so Publicly in this scenario, just play it pretty safe. BX3 will have Kala, who's going offensive again. And these chances that they're giving publicly are still. I mean, BX3, they're making. They could. This could be the biggest choke ever. Kala right there, up on banana, but because of the fact that he makes a kill happen, survives with luckily only 4 HP for him remaining, he's able to back off, and Public Lear are down in this 2-man disadvantage now. Trying to hit HCon through that wall. They will be dealing some crucial damage at the end of it all. 36 HP remaining. So Public Lear, they know what they're up to. They know what's up behind the walls of this map at this stage. And Kala, with a flashbang together with HCon on the side, are just waiting for the next action to be pulled out by Public Lear here. So Quicks picks up that bomb. And I forgot those Shadow Daggers were in the game, actually.
Interesting. Nice. Dominate's going to get flashed out, though, so he's going to have to back off. And, of course, Kala and Con, both very low here on the site. They're going to be the only two. The rotation is still coming in from the CT spawn. But HCon, he picks up one, but Dominate and Quicks are going to beat quickly onto the site, grabbing both those kills. A smoke way over there, but he's going to go for this way regardless. 6 HP left on him, and he's going to come into a challenge over in construction. Dominate taking him down now, a 2 versus 2, and the retake is already on. CT spawn coming out. FNI will grab one, but Quicks is going to be dropping. Even just Dominate 1 versus 2. He's got to hold this down. The AWP is going to put him down to 29 HP, and the nade also following up. He's got to spray through the smoke here, but no, he's going down. Mikis finishes him off, and BX3 take the first buyer on there to 4.
And it's funny to see BX3 play that well in the squishy areas, like the retake situations. For example, on Mirage, where we saw the A executes, they just were very certain points playing the kind of back-to-back Dignitas play that I've been talking a lot about in this tournament. That, you know, you're pushing as a team, you're trying to hold each other's back as you're pushing, and even though it's a push, you can still play that defensive and back off if there is need for it. In this retake situation, they came from 2 different angles, and they still had the opportunities to do so. So deep thinking right there, but hey, BX3, it works out, and 4-0, Public Lear are down inside of banana. Khaled, I was about to say, but Kala is going to be backing off with only 12 HP remaining after he goes in for that offensive peek. Once again, this time not getting a kill as he does, though, and Public Lear will be having Aegis go down to HCon through that smoke, luckily enough, opening up with a 1-man advantage for themselves.
But they still have a very low HP player. That's going to be Calais over towards the back of the site here. He's got to be careful, as see the rush onto the B site could be detrimental here for BX3, but publicly instead going to be taking the bomb. Oh no, sorry, they are committing to this B site here. All 4 players going up banana. You can see the rotation is already on. We've already pushed Mikis over to CT spawn, and he's got the AWP to peek this around the corner. Oh, look at that shot there. HCon finding the first one to dominate. Oh, Mikis is also following up. Nade going out as well, and now only Quicks and T's are alive. Coming into banana now, and resmoke from the CT spawn means they won't be able to get this refrag that they desperately need, and only 1 smoke on Quicks left to take this site. But look, Mikis is already away. He knows everything. He's rotating over towards A, so he's ready for this push from Public Lear, and they're not going to be peeking aggressively at all here, just holding really passive positions. You can see Finian just sitting in pit, holding towards short, and Mikis holding towards long. He'll be able to get the first one fairly easily as they slow walk around the corner, getting ready to walk into his sights. He's going to be just here over at CT. He lands that first one, but there's still Quicks to find, and he's full HP with the smoke and pushing towards his sight. Mikis is very aware of his position. He's going to zoom in though. Oh my god, Finian just not reacting, and Quicks picks up a double kill instantly. There's only 1 more player on the site for him to deal with, and he's got the AWP for Zippe. Actually going to get out of there just alive for a couple of seconds. 10 seconds left. He's got to commit to this part, but he actually fakes it. Quicks jumping on top of the site. There's no way he can commit to this. He's run out of time. He has to go down, and there we go. Zippe finishing him off just before the time runs out. So he actually does still get that money. Quicks. But oh my god, what was that play? So close, and BX3 taking a 5th round on the board, and hello, again at the bottom there, we're on the stream again. Yeah, not sure why,
I'm not
but
sure why, actually.
bye-bye.
But the thing here with Quicks is he could have gone in for that plan, gone for the cash injection for his team instead. Just thinking, because he knew that he was going to die either way with that AWP.
Yeah, the issue is he knows he can't get the 1v4 if he doesn't stick the plan. So
really, at the same time, I understand that he wants to go in for the kill, knowing that he can deal eco damage to BX3. So there's, both sides there.
Oh, but look at this rush straight into the Molotov. It's going to be the first kill found in the favour of FNI. Now Zippe is also going to be chiming in. He's going to pick up one to run through the smoke. Calais is ready for this, so he's spraying down, and Finney also picking up another one, but it's just going to be T's dropping as he picks up a kill with the P250 onto Calais, and that'll be the round again to BX3. They're leading 6-0 on the CT side, and publicly they have no openings here, and if they lose this one, BX3 are going to be up to 8 without even a challenge here.
And look at how much they talk to each other. I really like that. It's not necessarily only in the game and in the rounds. We haven't seen too much from the team in the game when they're in the rounds and how much they're talking. But before the rounds, it's like they're always preparing very, very well. Every single one of them is talking before the round, putting their inputs and opinions into the strat probably that they're going to be executing. So BX3 looks like they have a very well set team for a match like this, especially against Public Lair, who's at this stage should be very, very tilted down, I'd say. After 6-0, playing this T side should be very frustrating. Then again, if you can handle the situation emotionally and mentally, then, you know, all creds to you, but one round is the one to kickstart you. And Public Lair, I feel like they're that kind of team that as soon as they get that first round, as soon as they get that scream going, as soon as their coach starts, you know, patting them on the back, there you have it. Public Lair back on track. But
you know who else is going to be tilted down? The 84% bet ratio over on CSGO Lounge. 84% in favour of Public Lair, and BX3 are leading in the third map, 6-0 already on the favoured side. And it's all going to depend on this whether Public Lair can come back into this. So 16% bet ratio on BX3 here, and they're doing very well. But Dominate, he wants to turn this round. He wants to prove the better's proud, and he's going to open up the round with the first frag onto Cali. But the resmoke comes in from H1. He's just holding down on the first oranges here as they push into Paul, peeking out. Nice pop flash from his teammate. He's going to get a lot of damage. Still not finding a shot. Eventually gets that headshot, so Dominate, the entry fragger, is going to be finished off from Public Lair. And now the rest of the team is just pushing straight in. But look at this, just pure aggression coming out from Mixers to the AWP. He lands one, he lands a second, and H1 meanwhile with a Tech 9 is not stopping here. He's grabbed a second as well, and T's is going to be the last alive, and he's going down, and BX3 are taking a 7-0 lead now. Absolutely nothing stopping them right now.
Look at how much opinion they put into everything. Like, they're talking now. Obviously, they're laughing. It's a bit funny, but yeah, Tease was in a really unlucky spot right there in the smoke with the AWP. Unlucky, couldn't back off either because of the fact that there was a wall. He got stuck in the wall as well. Everything went to hell. But hey, BX3. Really cool communication before rounds, and I feel like it gives me the impression that these guys are putting every single opinion of every single member of the team into the strat that's going to be executed, whether it's on the CT or the T side.
Yeah. Oh, look at that pop flash side, just not going in the favour. Mikas lands a shot just before it goes off. Wallbang's going to come in, but they're not going to be hitting him. He's re-peeking. He's so brave here. Dominate coming towards him with a flashbang out. And oh no, that's horrible. Mikas, he picks up all 3 kills, and Calais takes a 4th with the AWP as well. So BX3 securing an 8-0 scoreline right now.
I've got no words.
A pause is going to be called out. Apparently, Dominate is having issues with his FPS, so we're going to be trying to sort that out just about now as he goes to fix that. But that's really unlucky, at least in terms of his computer. Hopefully they'll be able to fix that. What does SAP mean?
What?
Oh, SUP. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
To me a second, I was like, is that Swedish?
Yeah, 90 FPS, that's not playable.
Yeah, no, of course, you got to get that fixed, especially if you're playing on 144 Hz monitors provided by BenQ. What's the point of doing that if you're getting 90 FPS? So just a bit of an issue with that. We'll be getting that fixed very shortly, but I don't think you can blame that being the complete issue of Public Lair.
Well,
I don't think they can really blame that being the complete issue of Public Lair. They're just not getting these entries into the rounds, and they're not closing them out, at least when they get the bomb down.
At the same time, you know, it's not always on the gear this time around. There's only one player having those FPS issues. The rest of the team, for example, what are they really doing here? I mean, there's not many replies, and I think that's the main issue. And the fact that they're getting so stuck up in banana several times in a row is just giving away. So, and BX3, they're so confident. I mean, last round, look at Mikas with that AWP. It just proves that they're so confident in doing what they're doing that, yeah, they're just going to go ham. They know exactly when to peek and how to do it.
But Public Lair don't seem to be ready for Inferno. You can see the only things they're going to be doing are just smoke takes on B, which isn't the right thing. You know, you should eventually try the A site. The only time they've tried A has been, the pistol, and then a couple of ecos, and maybe one buy round out of like
I think they had one closing buy where they did.
Yeah, so, you know, that's not good enough you're not going to expect to win the round, though. So if we check out statistics, at least on this map, we can have a look at that. That won't be too bad, I guess.
But I think BX3
Inferno. This is their best map, statistically. Publicly, it's best map, Inferno.
But look at BX3, because I think BX3 are well known for playing this map as well. Yeah, if I am not mistaken. At least in the qualifiers, I think we saw BX3 play this map a couple of times where I got shocked because they were. But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, both of these teams are tier 4 teams, and I feel like, in my opinion, they could be going up to tier 3 level just in a matter of a month, 2, 3, maybe as a maximum.
Yeah, well, hey, I would argue that they were closer to tier 3 than they are
closer
to tier 4
than tier 3 than tier 4 actually.
Yeah, because like
then again, it's so hard to. state that a
Yeah.
team is.
But
Because
again, they're definitely not doing badly. They're already through to the quarterfinals of this event. And hey, when you come down to saying, oh, they're tier 4 teams, so they're still good, obviously. Tier 4
yeah,
tier
yeah,
4's a
yeah,
high level.
they beat me.
Who would you say is tier 3? Because I'd personally say probably
Torpedo is on the verge of becoming tier 2.
Yeah, so that's one team.
Yeah, tier 3.
But again, these teams could put up a good fight against
Yeah,
Torpedo.
definitely. That's what I'm
So-
saying. Like, I feel like NIP are classed as a higher tier team than these ones, but I feel like these teams could play on almost the same level. Then again, NIP would have the advantage when it comes to experience.
Yeah, I'd still place both these teams as tier 3. I think tier 1's obviously going to be the teams like Fnatic,
Yeah.
LG I would argue are now into tier 1, Navi tier 1, and
Yeah.
then tier 2 would probably be around the kind of NIP, G2, FaZe, VP,
And Torpedo soon, I
and
hope.
Torpedo tier 3. Along with these kind of teams that can perform at lands but may struggle. Maybe I'll take maps off tier 2s but may struggle against tier 1s. And obviously NA teams instantly just because they're from NA down at tier 5. I'm kidding. I think the best NA team at the moment is going to be Liquid, but at least from results we haven't seen too much. Of course, Kusta stepping into the lineup, where they are going to be putting Kusta in the lineup shortly after the major, I can imagine. The only issue is obviously he can't play under the Liquid lineup in the MLG Columbus major. So
Because that's simple, yeah.
No,
No,
Kusta. Because basically they don't want to play with Adrian, because Adrian's been playing bad statistically. I disagree with the hate on Adrian, but he's been playing bad statistically, so they won't be using him for the major. They're going to be using Mo, obviously the streamer, who's actually
He's
a very
been
good individual. He's only played a few maps competitively. He played with them recently a few months back, and
But
I
looking
remember
at
they
his
played against
stats,
Envious, and he
looking at
did
his
fairly
stats,
well.
yeah.
He didn't stomp or anything. Everyone was
No.
kind of overhyping him, but he did do very well. He obviously is a very strong AWPer, and Simple being moved off that AWP role, which again I disagree with, but hey, I'm not a player. Or a manager really of a team or a coach. So either way, Simple moving down to the rifle because obviously he's a sick rifle player, and Mo taking that AWP I can imagine for the major they're going to be using. And then after the major, if Mo, I imagine
Or
they're going to be
Kusta,
switching
yeah.
out Mo with Kusta
Yeah.
from Enemy. But Enemy, if they do qualify, I'm not sure if they have qualified, but Kusta can't basically play for anyone anyone except Enemy for the major. But yeah,
Is that because of contracts, I guess, then?
no, it's because of the major rules. Because they qualified or not, they qualified for some LAN qualifier, I think. They have to play under Enemy. So basically, if you qualify with a team for the major, you can't switch teams until the major's done.
Mm-hmm.
So Kusta has to play with Enemy. Basically, they can't play under Liquid. But whereas Liquid can bring in stand-ins, something like that, some weird rule that I disagree with. But either way,
Really, it's
it doesn't matter too much.
No,
he doesn't have enough time to practice with the team for the major anyway, like properly to fit in. But again, Simple's only just joined the roster too around February as well. So, but yeah, Team Liquid probably the best NA team at the moment. I think CLG showed recent good results at the game show LAN I did in Lithuania. They made it out of groups, which was a surprise I think for everyone. If I'm correct, they made it out of groups. And they took a few maps off Envious as well. They took 2 maps off Envious and 2 best of 3s, and they played fairly well. But yeah, back to the original point. I still think teams like this, BX3 and Public Clear,
should be
they're
counted
tier
as tier
3.
3.
Yeah, because otherwise, what goes under tier 3? You can name one team, Torpedo. That's it. I can't think of another team that you would count under tier 3 if these guys are tier 4. So I still think these guys would come under the tier 3 at least, along with
Dignitas, maybe.
no, Dignitas are tier 2 without a doubt. They consistently take maps off tier 1. Dignitas are definitely
Yeah,
tier 2. Not even a question with that. And yeah, Inferno is one of the better maps. It's the 3rd best map. They only have a 25% win rate though, so at least on BX3 here. But we're back into the game. The pause is over, and we're going to be into the force buy of Public here. Oh, at least the quasi buy. They got some Tech 9s, they got some armor, and they're going to be heading straight towards the A site. 4 out of the 5 players. The bomb is also in tow to join as the 5th, and we can see a really good position for Kali. He's going to be ready for the spray down. He picks up a lot of damage, but he's only going to connect 1 kill. Pulling out the pistol, and he goes down there to dominate. But the rotation is already in from BX3. But Public have actually grabbed rivals, so they have some potential in this round. A good position over in CT spawn. They're going to wrap around to the B site, but HCon is going to be ready over towards B. He's picking up 1. He's going for the 2nd. I'm not sure if he's going to land at quite a few shots, but he's receiving even more in turn, and he's solo towards B. But look at this rotation over from Banana. They push 2 players in. The nade is going to be doing great work onto HCon, but Finian hitting that 1 kill. The bombers are down here for the CTs, and meanwhile, Mikius is going to go down. So the AWP is now in the hands of Quicks, who's also who can utilize his gun very well on the T side at least. And BX3 might be on the road to lose their first round. They're running out of nades here. Only 1 flashbang left, and the bomb is still in their favour, but Public Clear should be able to grab it. Pushing 1 player very aggressively close. Finian going to peek out low HP, but he's going to go down there to fetch, and now it's all on site. 1 versus 2, but the players are so low. He's pushing into the site. we go. There's the first one, but still Quicks with the AWP. Pulls out the pistol, and Quicks is going to secure him with the Tech 9. Finally, Public going to take a round. You can see the happiness, the high fives coming in. The coach is hyping them up, and a very good first round for Public. They finally take it on a quasi-buy. And now, look, obviously, they didn't invest all their economy into that, so look at the money they have. They're absolutely balling.
Well, yep, they are. BX3 still have a strong money hold, so at this stage they are in the eco advantage. Then again, Public Clear might just beat them down here. At the same time, they're in a really risky sits. What am I saying? That's so Swedish. They're in a really risky situation as well, because Public Clear at this stage could be reset just by a matter of a round. BX3 knows that by now. They're investing a lot of money here. They know that, okay, if Public Clear has a good money situation, we'll just go with what we've got. For example, these smokes, everything that they can afford, pretty much, just buying everything up. They've got the AWP on Mickey's right there. I'm not sure if we can get the camera away, because I can't see the last player being HCon, I believe. Yeah, HCon it is.
Yeah.
I can't see what weapons he has. That's another A4, I guess. Yeah, there you have it.
But either way, BX3 obviously calling in a pause. I'm not sure if that was a tactical. I can imagine, yeah, it was tactical. Just to obviously work out how they're going to try and reset publicly here. They have a good economy on the CT side. They can buy up for one more round after this. And they will be trying to get this reset in. So publicly, obviously, if they lose this round, they'll be back to basically $1,400 loss bonus. And that'll be detrimental here for the Terror success. And that's going to push BX3 up, 3 rounds. So they'll be up to 11 without too much of a challenge, and that's probably going to pick up a lucky round. But there we go, HS takes down the first kill. That's going to be Cali dropping over on the B side, so a good pre-fire that Cali just walks straight into. And Mikis also being on 4 HP. It's going to mean BX3 have a really good lead in this round, and they're going to have to back off here. Public lit still working their way up towards apartments. That's going to be Dominant, joined by Tees. But the B control is slightly lessened in terms of pressure as the last player, which is of course HS, backs off of the B site. He's not going to be putting any pressure on B, and this is going to allow aggression coming out from H. He's pushed all the way down Banana, but he's got to watch out, because finally HS turns back towards the B site. This could be a confrontation that will go in the favour of HS, so that's the second frag found in the favour of the T side, and they can just push straight towards B, and you can see HS is already doing that. Mick is rotating in, but he's 4 HP, so he's not going to be able to hold off a thing, and Molotov is going to finish him off too, so this is already going to be 3 kills found in only 1 trade, and now Zippe gets 1, but Dominate also chimes in, and Zippe going to be the last alive, 1 versus 4. Bomb over towards the B site, and it's only going to be Dominate to challenge over on A, and Zippy's going to be ready for this one. Peeks into the angle with Dominate. Obviously, great aim, will land it. That's going to be 3 kills for Dominate that round.
And look at that. They're just sitting there at the Games for You table knowing that things just might kick off here, ladies and gentlemen. We know what's up. We've got a good bank to work with. 6.7k on Quicks right there after buying those nades. And I think that was a Tech 9 as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that, yeah, it was. So.
But hey, just to notice, also on the second map, we had the same exact thing. We had BX3 being up 7 rounds, I think it was, and then Public Clear picking up 8 in a row or something. 7 in a row at the end of the day to bring it back, just to an equal scoreline, actually securing the half. So you cannot count Public Clear out of this round, even though they are on T side, the more difficult side. There's always potential that they're going to be able to bring this back, and they're the exact team that just showed they had the possibility to do so. And look at T's. This is a great position to open up this round. He's just going to force back Mikus as the smoke comes into mid, so he's still got a couple of players to deal with over towards A long and short. Zippe falling towards Porch, and then just trying to get some tags over towards B and following up with some nades on Quicks, but BX3 playing more passive on B now. They are going to be rotating Zippy over towards the edge of quad, so he'll be able to back up towards short on any push from Public Clear.
Well, not much action happening right now. 5-on-5 situation is still in the game. 55 seconds remaining of the round, so Public Clear, they're playing a safe play, waiting for BX3 to commit to the mistakes that they've done earlier. Now, BX3 learned from this, especially in the earlier round that we just saw. They know that they can't go into these peaks. Still, they do, and it's like, Mickey's, sure, you've been very good before. You've gone in for long-range peaks, but at this stage, Public Clear is pretty much just waiting for you around the corner as you're going in for those peaks, and that is going to give you less of a chance of winning a round, pretty much. One-man disadvantage for them as they commit to these small mistakes. Now, they need to equalize that. Not only that, they need to deny a bomb plant, which is going to be hard because Public Clear, they're going to be executing into this site as soon as possible. Finian has already been spotted out as he's going to be going through and in towards upper pit fate with just 2 kills right there. Sippy and Finian going down. Kala and HCon left alone in a 2-on-5 situation. They're going to go in for this straight-up save.
Yeah, but Public Clear bring this back bit by bit. They've secured a good 3 rounds in a row now as this bomb does go off over towards the A site.
And I think that when he He's restart of that PC. Maybe the FPS. You want to dominate?
Yeah, brought him back into the game at least.
Yeah.
He's been playing very well since he did that, of course. And they're going to be chasing these rifles, which is a fair assumption. The X3 are going to be able to buy them next round if they do save these rifles. Maybe, possibly actually. And HCon doing exactly that, finding that first kill to tease. And they're going to be challenging here over in the back of construction. One kill found. HCon's low, but he's going to go down too. And they're not going to be able to buy up this round at all. They've got a bit of economy, but not really enough to commit to this buy.
Well, Public Lear are playing with an AWP and a 4AK, so just a standard. They're not going to exploit BX3 here, and I like that. You know, it shows that Public Lear are still aware of the fact that they're in the situation they're in. BX3 now down to the AGs, and oh my god, they're going to be timing them so perfectly. They just they get 3 kills. What is that, Mickey's Calais? You just timed that so well. Tease going in for the kill on Finian right there. It's a 1-on-2 situation, but what an amount of nades is that? Jesus Christ, going down the middle. That's just Sippy left alone here, sure. But they've already dealt economical damage. Not only that, earned a lot of money off of getting these kills. And oh my god, they don't realize that Sippy is on this side. He actually might just stay behind the walls.
He's going to hide in the back of the site.
God.
This is absolutely perfect. And Publicly are going to push on. If they go for the short plant, they might just get it, but if they go for an inside plant, that could be a real issue. They're going to clear the site. This is a good call from HS. He's going to be pushing towards clearing the back of the site. And there we go. Zippy lands one. He secures the AWP as well. He doesn't know where the second player is, but HS knows exactly where he's playing from. The position's been given away. He's going for the no-scope. Pulls out the P250, but HS will hit that shot. And oh my god. BX3, you know what they need to do? They need to nade stack that again, but they need to do it on a buy round there. That nade stack was absolutely unreal. You don't tend to see that in professional games, and BX3, if they did that again on a buy round, if they did that on this round, it'd be incredible, but they haven't got enough nades, only 3 here on the CT side to be able to afford to do so. Again, it is extremely risky because you do get sprayed down if you overpeak in mid when running towards it, and I hope they do something with those nades again, because that was really shattering, and Public Lear only just clinched
remember that
around.
BX3 was on an eco.
Yeah, you know, basically no investment. $1,000 max each, and Mick is going to open up the round for BX3. They're trying to bring themselves back in this. They don't want the comeback that we saw Public try to bring on in the last map, and HS is going to be the first to peek up towards Banana, but there's going to be no challenge here coming out from the Norwegian team, and T's up in apartments, supported by Dominate. We're going to see Finian be the first to challenge this, and getting spotted out by Dominate. Not going to commit to the gunfight, though. Dominate doesn't react, so T's and Dominate, they've given the assumption to Finian that apartments is going to be clear, but the smoke going out onto short is going to be signalling the exact opposite here. T's getting ready to push out. The flash does get set up, but they've got to watch out towards long. There isn't a challenge, but they don't know that. Of course, right clicks it, and T's will peek with it. There we go. Quicks also coming up towards mid to support them, and they got 4 out of 4 players over towards the A site. 2 through apps as well, and Zip will finish off. T's over towards the A site. So the rest of them regroup. Wrap round towards long and short here, going for a 2-man split. But there we go. Mickis picks up one. Quicks with a fast trade, and the AWP is down for the CT side, but they've done their damage right now. Quicks is going to be finished off over in apartments, and HS being the last alive over towards short. He's going to be stuck in a horrible position right now. They spot him out. They know exactly where he is, and 30 seconds left on the clock. Challenging first. He does get Zippy. Peeks out for the second, but he's going to go down at least to Finian there, and BX3 going to take 9 rounds. So they're going to stop the economy at least a little bit from Public Lear. But if Public Lear do take this round, they of course do have enough to buy if they drop these rifles, and yeah, they will go. They will actually commit to this buy.
The bonus as well.
They'll reset with the bonus for the very last round, and therefore BX3 will have basically nothing to work with on most of the players. HCon will have a bit to work with after obviously saving the rifles. And right now, Publicly, their main attempt is going to be to pick up this round, because obviously it will basically secure them 6 in a
6 to 9, and that's
6 to 9. That's good for a T side, you know, against a considerably better Inferno team. Even though statistically that's untrue. And there we go. Quicks is going to do exactly that, picking up that first kill. Finian dropping down over in apartments. That's the early lead, at least for Public here. And T's has joined his teammate up in apps.
Well, the T side just playing this very, very calmly after getting that first kill. And I like this because BX3, they expect them to just come at them as soon as they get that first entry, but that ain't happening. Publicly, they still play this stuff. It's the safe, knowing that if we get 2 entries, if we just play this even safer, making, you know, provocative plays, making BX3 go in for these peaks. HCon is really in a provocative situation where he starts shooting. There's going to be peaks coming up. He's going to go for the fire, though. And there you have it. He will be burning him down to not much, but more than 93 HP, so it's alright. He survives with that.
Oh, but Mick he's
Yeah.
going to miss that trade kill, and that was so crucial in turning it back into a 4-on-4. But Publicly still stands strong with the advantage, and this player over in Apps is going to be able to shut down Mickers if he doesn't get this shot. But Quicks is going to be finished off, and they still don't have any control of the A site. This stack towards B is not going to be obviously the right call for BX3, and now Publicly going to be converging over onto the A site with only one CT to hold this down. That's Mickers, and if they push out of apartments, I think they have Dominates already over in pit, and they don't even realise it. But in fact, they're going to send the ball back towards a B. What are they doing? They have control, and there we go. HS and Dominate going to open up the B side, but Callie's right there with the trade, and now Mickers has obviously dropped the AWP out of their hands, and Publicly have no clue what they're doing. They're finally wrapping back towards the A side. This is a good call. They finally know what to do, and Dominate will take down Zipper, leaving just Callie on the last player of the CT side over towards B, and he should be saving this rifle so they can at least afford something in the next round. But wow, Publicly almost messed that up. They had the complete read, pushing over towards the A side, almost backed off until Mickers died with the AWP thanks to Dominate, and therefore they take the round with some style as well in the bag. And Khaled going to have to save this rifle here so they can at least afford something next round after he gets the only $1,400 loss bonus, because of course they have had their economy reset.
Yes, they have. And Khaled, HCon has a good amount of money as well, if I'm not mistaken. So he should be able to make something out of that. Callie's got a good position for this save, or potentially might deal some eco damage. It doesn't really matter, since at the end of the day, Publicly win this round, and it's the last round coming up. So it wouldn't make too much sense for him to go offensive in that position either way. Now, BX3, they don't have much to work with. They're just going to force up, obviously. Makes just complete sense, since after all, it is the 15th round. It will be the last one of the first half. So BX3 coming up with a UMP. We saw that yesterday.
Yeah, we saw some good UMP play yesterday, but they're going for these nades again. This is going to be fun to see. Absolutely no damage. Publicly, look, they were expecting, they didn't even push out of mid there, and they had all their other players in second mid, so completely expecting the full nade stack, as obviously it worked on that eco, so why wouldn't it work on a force? But Publicly going to play it very, very cleverly there, and so cleverly, in fact, that HS is going to be opening up onto Calais, so that's the first kill going in the favour of the T side, and they should be securing 6 here, as a buy of BX3 isn't very strong. At least they got one rifle, one scout here on Mickis, and 5 AKs against Publicit. The B smoke will come out, but look at this stack towards the A site. HCon going to be rotating, and again, Publicly, they do it again, completely read BX3, or at least not read, but take the correct assumption that the B site is going to be clear, and they flash on, as well as possibly pushing on. The CT smoke does go down, and sure, BX3 are going to be hearing this and maybe sending a rotate, but Publicly don't know that the site is empty, of course, so they've got to be very careful, and they will be checking all the angles. But actually, it's a bit of a fake now. They send the player back. They got the complete wrong read for a change. Publicly just pushing straight onto the fully stacked A site. 4 members with the CT side are on here. Zippy will pick up the first domination. Falls, and now 4 versus 3 is engaged, and the CTs are going to be rotating over towards the B site as the Ts do the exact same. This is just going to be a race of who gets there first. But look, we can already see HS pushed up into CT spawn. This is a perfect position. HS will be able to get so much damage over in CT, and they're just going to push right into his site. HS picks up one, and Fetched and Quicks grab another, and that'll be the half. Publicly picking up that last 2 rounds, and 9-6.
And it looks like 2 rounds in a row now. Publicly did the same thing. They just got that first entry, played it really cool, waiting for the next mistake to be done. For example, giving away a little bit of info by throwing out, for example, was that a smoke on short, I think that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the CT side. BX3, they're pretty much just exposing themselves by doing such things. And when Publicly get that info, they start realizing that, hey, okay, so there's at least one on this site. Can you go a little bit further in to see if there's more? Go up on short. They see that one man, and they continue with the play by going back towards B, and when they're on that B side, they just smash in. They have HS push offensively. It's all clean. He sees that, so well, why not exploit the situation, come up close, and kill them as they're rotating.
Exactly. And we're just going to be waiting for one player to get back from the toilet, and then we will be going live into the game here. 9-6, so BX3 really putting up a bit of a fight here, and we are going to be on camera again. Hello.
Hi, guys. What's up?
What's up? This is awkward.
Yeah, this is really awkward. But yeah, obviously, if we get into the game again, this is, if you didn't know, the 3rd and final deciding map. You should see that beneath the score of the map. It should say best of 3, 1-1. It does. So quit asking that question all the time, guys. You know, in the chat, you never really know.
Yeah, and you can always do ! score just to check that out too. And if you guys want to hit us up on Twitter, check us out, give us some kind of support, it'd be great. Type ! Casters in the chat if you want to find out who we are. I'm Hugo, My Twitter's at Hugo_CSGO. Volty obviously here at Volty. Be sure to check us out on Twitter, guys. Leave us some support and give us a little follow over there. That'd be really, really great. We appreciate each and every one of you over in the chat here today, all thousands of you. So nice job, Volty.
Also, I think we're going to have a break, so we might as well just show off the fade case.
That timing, though. We're going straight into the game.
Okay, we are. Okay, but yeah, fade case.
We'll talk about that a little
we'll
after the map.
Yeah,
It's fine. We'll talk about that after the map. Okay, here we go back into the second half of the final map of this first match of the quarterfinals. And BX3 versus Public Clear. We're going to be seeing a 9-6 scoreline in the favour of the Nords. And we are going straight into the pistol. 4 armor bolt on the T side and the same, or not the same, 5 armor bolt on the CT side. No kit, no nades, and nothing for the retake here. They're going to commit to these aim battles and BX3 waiting for aggression. Oh, this is perfect play from the terrorist side. The CT is going to be pushing into an eventual death trap as 4 members of BX3 sit towards bottom mid, just holding these angles, and we're going to see, look at this, Fetch is pushed all the way down mid. They assume that these terrorists are all the way up in second mid, but in fact, there's only going to be one there. That's going to be Calais alone, and they're going to be converging onto the B site. Fetch is going to have to pull out something massive here. You can see over towards Banana. They're pushing right into his view, though. He's holding it off. He spots out all 4 of them, and the full rotate will come out from Public Clear now. But he's going to try and back off. Oh, look at that shot, though. Finian dropping to the ground, and Public Clear still holding on to this site. Fetch has allowed the rotate to come in, and BX3 haven't challenged us too heavily, despite having complete control of B. Obviously, they didn't know that. And that will be rotating back into second mid and back towards the A site, where Calais is clearing out apartments here. And Public Clear will fix their rotations. A 3-on-2 split here, and we can see the mid push coming out, but Calais is going to be leading the charge over in apartments here.
Yeah, it's a slow pistol round to start off with. Not only that, Public Clear has that entry, so they just rely on the fact that BX3 has got one less of a chance of surviving as they push into these sites. If you want to know how it's going in the other game, you can see that on the bottom of the screen. But hey, Dominate will be here. He will be missing out on so many crucial shots, giving HCon a chance to go in for that kill. Kala on quicks right there, 4-on-3 situation. They turn things around. Mickey's aunties, they execute into the side, and Aegis and Fates are left alone here. And Aegis with this USPS will be seeing HCon's head just the top of it. Shooting once is going to expose his position. It's not like it's a decoy here. And Fate with the P2K going for the kill. Yeah, Zipia has his timing on point and just positioning himself in a very advantageable spot. HCon with a kill on Aegis right there. So BX3 on this T side actually win that first pistol round. Public Clear are going to be going down to the Force. Not the AGs that we saw on BX3 though.
No. So
lucky for BX3, they get to survive if they want to go up middle.
Yeah, I bet BX3 are going to wait in T-spawn just to see if there are any nades by Public Clear, because they don't want their own trick used against them here, and we can see they are going to do that. See, yeah, they're waiting for these nades. They don't want to do what they did to the enemy, of course. And finally, now that it's clear, they are going to be pushing up into mid. And I'd be interested to see like a full nade stack late round, you know, like 30 seconds into the round. For Public Clear to just full on nade down Banana, like 5 nades or 4 nades, and down mid as well. That'd be really fun to see. But regardless, we do see BX3 gather slow mid control. They've done a bit of a tag onto kicks there. Dominate going to just be holding off bedroom alone. He's got a crossfire on with quicks over in apartments, and he's going to be spotting towards the stairs right now. So just waiting for the peek coming out from Finian and Dominate. Oh, he's got this deagle. This is a lethal weapon as they push into his sights. He's going to be ready for this one. Peeking round, he finds the first 1D. The second player just jumps over his sight, and Dominate is going to miss that as Quicks hits a 1D. But Dominate finally picking up that second one and securing that rifle on his CT side. And now they're just rushing straight into the hands of Tees. He's picking up one as well as Dominate, still securing this rifle and getting out of apartments now. But it's a 3 versus 2, and they're going to be pushing towards the A site here, but this is exactly where all the CTs are going to be holding. HCon needs to hurry up and remove one of these players, but Nakis is going to be holding from behind. He takes one, but meanwhile, it's all down to Fates as Dominate goes down over an abs, and 39 seconds left on the clock. HCon has all the nades to work with. He's even got a decoy that he can use as a fake flash, and this HE should be good, but the edge of the smoke is going to be used perfectly here. He peeks into Fates, and he will land it there. HCon securing that 1 versus 1, and 11-6 will be the score in the favour of BX3.
But look at Public Clear, that was a force buy. They made so much economical damage to BX3. They're not allowed to hold any weapons. Look at how little money they're having right now. They won't even afford a good amount of nades, to be honest. All they can rely on here is that they can play with these SMGs with the lower budget. And actually, they go with and I like this idea of going with Galils for the nades. Shows that they've actually got a strategical mind of the game.
That's true, that's true. We're just going to see Massive play coming up. Yeah, a bit of a peak from Dominate, and he's actually going to come out on top of that engagement, securing a kill onto Finney. And now, Mix over and Apps is also going to get shut down, so that's the trade kill they need. But BX3, they're already leading with the amount of equipment they have to work with this round. Probably nowhere near. In fact, very far behind. In 3 players over towards the B site. It's going to be a good call at the moment as BX3 push heavily up towards B2 of the players. And we're going to see, I think, a full rotate coming out as Dominate also starts to rotate over towards the B site. But it seems that BX3 have realised this, they're going to be forcing a couple of players into bottom mid here. And Dominate just cutting off that rotate at the end of the day. He's going to be sitting over towards long instead. Sorry, that's T's, not Dominate. And the rest of the players are going to be over towards the B site here. But T's finally sneaking over to B, and they think it's going to be a B take. But look at this. If we just have a look at the map now, it's just a complete split throughout both the sites. T's is nowhere near. Even him in library is going to be completely caught off. And this choke point could have been great if he was playing apps like he has been earlier. And instead, they're just going to fire straight out onto the site. And T's has no idea. He's got to be hearing these footsteps as they land onto the site and go to get this bomb down. Smokes going out. Flashes as well will follow. And they've got to clear the back of the site. They don't know exactly the positions of public clear, but they have nothing to save as well. So I hate going for these retakes of these P250s because it's just so hard to land anything.
Well, the P2K, so there's no point at all going in for a save in this situation unless you pick something up.
Yeah.
For public layer, this is just a major waste of time.
They're just going to be holding for exits.
Now that might be something, but eco damage, still BX3. Not going to allow much to happen here. Fate has already been spotted out. They do have the turn on by Mickey's, who's going. What was that? Was he peeking the other way? Fate actually might be able to get that kill. He does. Picks up the AK-47, starts hunting like crazy because he knows that you ain't saving stuff, are you? HCon will be going in for the kill on Fate eventually, though. 2-on-3 situation in the end, and T's almost finishing up with a kill at the late round. But 12-6 is what we're seeing, and it looks like BX3 has the bigger advantage here when it comes to not only individually, I feel like publicly are actually putting up a good fight, but BX3 team-wise are very strong on this T side of Inferno, and I wouldn't expect them to play this well on such a squishy maps, especially on the choke points.
That's definitely true. Oh, the Nay, 3 players instantly put below 70 HP. That's going to be some good damage already gathered. He's just going to spray into the smoke here. He's going to be ready for this. He just puts out one, but Mikis is going to get the fast trade now, and Quicks is going to have to repeat this, but the flash is going to be perfect. He's going to allow him to pick up both kills there over towards long, and now 2 players remain for BX3 as they push over towards the A site. Kali landing 1 headshot. That's going to be Quicks going down, so the trade kill and avenging his fallen brothers as they push ready onto the A site with the bombers down in the favour of the CTs, and the rotation has already come in. All 5 players, or all 3 players, sorry, of publicly are over towards the A site, and they're ready with their nades. They've still got a couple of smokes and flashes, whereas BX3, they only have a Molotov left on Kelly.
Yeah. Just very, very silent play coming up here. The bomb is dropped, so whatever they do next. And I think the idea here was to have one of BX3's member turn over towards B to flank them from behind.
No, he was trying to see if the publicly got aggressive towards Banana so he could find that kill and then equalise it and just basically clear their flank. But now they know that all 3 members of publicly are over towards the A site. Which is also very important information that they can gather, but it's going to be dangerous for them to try and take this. 15 bullets left on Kali's gun, but he's going to get peeked. The flash will go out perfectly. Face is going to peek in HS. It's also going to grab one of himself, and BX3 finally losing a round as publicly just take one. Just as we're singing their praises for BX3, publicly will finally steal one away on their first buy round of the half.
Well, 12-7, and look at this public layer. This stage are just focusing on the money situation, and BX3, they've got what to work with really. It's just, yeah, they haven't got the they've got the nades, and they focus on the nades rather than the heavier weapons. I like that because it shows still that they've got some kind of sense for what tactics really are, and they do come up towards apartments here. The question is how they're going to be executing through with all the pretty much the smokes that they've got. I mean, there's 2 smokes on this team, HCon and Mickey's.
Oh.
Dominate's got a good position to actually spray it down just like last time on the earlier half. Now he misses out on a couple shots. Once again, that happens twice a game. Quicks with a double, though. He will be making up for the small choke. But hey, coming up towards middle, there's no one here. There's only a smoke, and he's believing that there might just be one coming up behind him. He will be having Sukbe, who goes in for the kill. Kale will be going in for Quicks right there. It's a double. It's pretty much a back-to-back round where we're seeing trade kills all along. Kale with the AK-47, though, will have a good chance of making this ace happening, seeing as he's up to 70 plus HP after that Molotov hits him a little bit.
They're going to be wrapping around. They're both flanking him from different sides, which is really good, but it's actually even better for Cali because now he can pick up 2 1 versus 1 engagements. I'm not sure if they know that they've got actually the bomb down in their favour. The bomb is actually down towards Truck, and they have no idea. They've actually rotated away from it, but it's not going to matter as Fates is going to pick up Cali, and that's going to be the round anyway, going in the favour of Public Clear.
Look at the money though. BX3, yeah, they're gonna, and Public Clear is gonna go for another pause. Not sure if that is actually tactical or would be cool to see, because the one time I've seen a pause after a win round was both yesterday. I'm not sure which team was that.
Not entirely sure.
No, not me either, but I remember we saw it yesterday.
Oh no, wait, can we just switch, sorry, the cameras to Public Clear's side? Can the production put Public Clear on the cameras on the main screen? Because apparently someone just put in chat from Public Clear that they've spilled a drink. I want to see what's happening there. That's quite awkward. Hopefully they haven't damaged the computers or the gear. So we'll have to switch them out. Could they put them on the main screen, the big screen on Public Clear?
Oh, they're all like FML.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Alright, they just spilled a drink. You can just see there on the very far left, it's just clearing up. I'm not sure who that is just there, but that's not very lucky.
It's walking around. I can see it. Do you see the
Oh
phone
yeah,
bottom?
yeah, on the far right. Actually, sorry, we're wrong. It's spilled over there, and hopefully going to be clearing that up very shortly, and we should be going back into the game now. Yeah, so not too much of an issue, just a bit of a spill. And if we look at this, 3 SMGs on the favour of Public Clear, but this is actually a really interesting buy because we've got full force buys coming out from BX3. Which Public Clear clearly are not expecting. They're trying to build up a nice economy, which is good on them for making the decision. But at the end of the day, BX3, they're going to be countering it with a force buy.
Yeah, and if they can beat Public Clear down here, oh my god, Jesus, so offensive. This is way too offensive. And Zippy is going to be the one to pay off clean for that mistake that Tease commits to. Now, 4-on-5 situation, and Aegis is going to be backing off with the AK-47s, knowing that after all, BX3 are really, really strong in this one. And what is that? BX3, 2 kills. 2 kills very early round, and they've still got 1 minute and 20 seconds to work around with. They've got Tech 9s, not picked up much. They decide to sneak all the way back to despawn from streets.
But Public Clear, yeah, this MP7 buy was a great idea in theory, but BX3 have countered it perfectly by going for the force. It was completely unexpected. Maybe getting 3 SMGs wasn't a great buy, but again, they don't have the largest of economies here on the CT side. You've got to understand the decision-making process behind it. But BX3 still great counter. Quicks is going to be trying to get those trade frags down on the B site. He's going to get peeked out there, and look, there's not a single nade between any of the Public Clear players. Whereas BX3 are very rich on their nades. They're using them over to get towards B, and that Molotov's going to do a fair bit of damage onto it. But finally, Dominate will grab one as they do back off back towards mid, and that's going to be a good kill over onto Calais. And look at this, they're just countering back and forth, finally committing to this A site. This is perfect. Only Dominate's going to hold it. He's got a good position though. He's going for the spray down. He lands 3. He's on the 4K already and trying to go for the ace, but Zippy is also pushing up towards short, and Dominate, he could do something incredible here, and he's going to start to do it, but no, Zippy finishing him off, and now it's a 1 versus 2. But Dominate, a great 4K to kick off the round. Now Zippy will go down to Quick, so despite it being in a horrible situation, Public Clear will actually succeed with that one, and BX3, force bite, a great call by them at least. They are going to go down as Dominate picks up the 4K with that AK-47. What a play.
Well, we've got another pause coming up here, maybe a spill drink again, or some tactical talk. And I would suggest this is tactical. Obviously, they did deal in there. Okay. But hey, it gives time for Public Clear to talk through what went right there as well. And
Dominate
actually,
went right.
like, the thing here is, if Tees do, like, if they do have these offensive plays happening on Inferno on the CT side, and it ain't working out, they should realize that, okay, after all, BX3, BX3 should realize that, okay, Public Clear, they tend to push at some points. We might as well just wait for them to make these mistakes, and when they do, we would just smash into a site, opening up the opportunity for ourselves.
Well, obviously, let's not talk too in-depth about the economy of Public Clear, because obviously BX3 are going to have their headsets on, just fixing their headphones, and then we'll be going back in. So obviously, Public Clear have 5 negevs here, 16k each as well on top of that, so that's going to be a good buy from Public Clear. 5 negevs. I'm joking, obviously, but BX3 is just going to be down on this eco at the moment, unless they decide to go for the force, which I wouldn't agree with, obviously, because Public Clear... Actually, I won't explain that, but we'll just wait. I'm just going to unpause now, so we will be going back into the game now. Apparently the issue is fixed, so yeah, I guess we can talk about the economy in just a second when the game starts. because obviously you don't want to give any kind of unfair advantage to a team.
It's just this is gonna be a straight up eco, I believe. Maybe just full on Glocks from BX3. Glocks, but hey, really, if you think of it,
They could go for some kind of quasi buy because they are on a loss
Yeah.
bonus. Of course, they are getting that $2,900 loss bonus after this round. So that'll be enough to get a full buy here for BX3 if they do go for a bit of a quasi. So pretty much three grand in the bank, so they can
Actually-
afford to spend their money at least $1,000 each, pretty much.
when you're talking about it, I mean, a quasi buy would make sense here because publicly are looking at their money. The only one who actually has a bunch of money here is Fate, together with Quicks, who's above 3K. The rest of them are down to at least beneath 1.7. So, with that said, BX3 can actually make major economical damage here to
Yeah,
Public Lear.
let's chill out because they said they need another one. So
What?
they still have their headsets off, I think.
Uh-huh.
Because if you look at the chat here on my screen, HCon said need new sec. So
Yeah,
just
let's not talk about
yeah, let's
money.
just sit here and let's talk about American CS because that's always fun to fill up the gaps.
Yeah,
Joking.
by the way, USA is awesome, guys.
Hmm.
Canada as well. North America is just the best gods of CS. I'm telling you right now.
I thought
Britain?
Slap was the god of CS.
Yeah, Slap is also a god of CS. I'm telling you right now. If
Nah,
Slap is
but-
watching this,
Carry on.
hugs and kisses and everything, bro.
That's cute. That's really cute.
He tweeted me yesterday, and I got so
I saw.
happy.
Yeah, I know. You must have been really.
I'm gonna buy a
excited.
shirt. If I do this, and I put this on Twitter, yeah, I don't know what.
If Slap ever qualifies for a major, he's gonna make so much money from the stickers that you're gonna buy off him. You're
Yeah.
gonna spend your life savings on
Yeah.
Slap stickers.
I'm just telling you. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a shirt. Kind of like this, but it's gonna say only on it. No sponsors, no nothing. It's just gonna say I love Slap, like with a heart.
Like the I Love NY t-shirts, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
isn't it?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
I
Drop
should.
below, we're back on camera.
Well, I love Slap because that.
But actually, yeah, while we're on this break, okay, one of the places is going to disconnect from Publica and the same from BX3. While we're on a break, we could always talk about, what do we love to talk about? Our sponsors.
Yeah.
Fake Case,
Fake
Complete,
Case.
AK Racing.
I will just could showcase
Thank
this. Yeah, thank
Games
you.
for you.
everybody.
Let's have it again for those who missed out earlier. We've got a really nice knife. We actually got 5 of these for the winning team. We are going to be presenting them to it at the end of the day after the best of 5 final. Nice.
Like the
Nice animations, yeah, like in the advert. But oh, fine. You don't want to see our knives, do you, production? That's fine. That's fine. Just jealous, are you? Just jealous, telling yourself. But obviously, just going to see BX3 here just chatting. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the right decision.
But I suck at this. Like I don't want to make
Spin
any.
Spin it.
Should I?
No. Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's fair
Don't
enough.
commit to the spin
I
because you're
suck
going
at
to knife
it.
something.
Yeah, I'm gonna knife you.
Please don't.
But yeah. But by the way, it's got a special imprint. I'm not sure you guys shouldn't be able to see that. But it says with an imprint, very smally, NMS2 #1, which means Nordic Masters Season 2,
Number 1.
first place, yeah. And then it's got a special code as well. So every single one of these come with a special code on it, and obviously the Fade Case logo. So if you, I guess, if Fade Case commits to creating much CS gear in the future,
They do a lot,
yeah, like if they do prizes and stuff, you should be able to buy these off of events, and they have special imprints that
The
show
event name.
that
That would
shows
be
that you've
cool,
been
yeah.
at the event. You know
Like
what I'm saying?
how Valve sells the pins at the
Yeah.
majors, like that kind of thing. Fake Case should be setting up stalls because at least I went to the Cologne major and you can set up stalls there. I think they could probably pay at least the Cologne major. They're doing it again. They're Laxness Arena, so in Germany. If Fade Case, had the actual bank to do it, is obviously very expensive. I think they're NA based, so I think getting all their people to Cologne and building.
Are they NA based?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
I think they're Swedish.
Oh, they might be Swedish. I thought they were NA based, but I think that might be another site. I'm not sure. But if they set up a stall, in Cologne, they probably make a lot of money selling those knives. You can sell them for a little more expensive. The only issue is, of course, getting them back to your home country. Getting it through the airport can be a bit difficult. I can imagine. But obviously, Fade Case being one of our sponsors, supporting us with these great knives that we're going to give out later, and it'll be nice to showcase them. We're going to be actually personally handing them out to the winning team on the grand stage after the grand final. At like 2 o'clock in the morning, because we've had so many delays. No, we're fine.
This is not
Just
a delay,
pause. And we're
really.
actually going back into the game now, so let's hop back straight into that now. BX3 versus Public. We're up into the third map, obviously, and Public on a 3-round win streak. BX3 are going to be on this quasi-buy, as we said, will be a good decision here. A few pistols, some armor on a couple of the players. And straight back into the round right about now. So here we go. Publicly, they do have a Mag 7 and an MP7 here on Quicks and HS, and the rest of the players up on full rifles, AKM4. This is better than going for some kind of triple buy with three SMGs or 3 shotguns. Publicly have realised their mistakes, and luckily Dominate did save them in the previous round for that exact mistake there. And here we go. BX3 going to be holding 4 players outside. This is again what they did in the pistol round. So it could have potential to work out for it pretty well, like as did the pistol round there. So there's always potential with these passive plays and these late B pushes, allowing Publicity to push aggressively up towards the B site, and then getting close to the smoke and finishing them off. You can see HS is going to be solo on B at the moment and just holding off on his own right now, basically. As he backed off towards the site.
Well, BX3, they don't want to commit any mistakes here either. They know that publicly are probably going to be exploiting the situation that we're in, which they are. I mean, looking at Quicks and HS, they're going with the Mag 7. For example, that MP7 on Quicks could be very lethal at points where they're coming up close range, and that's exactly what they need to do with the pistols that they've got. So they're pretty much stuck in a situation where they need to open up with an entry. Now, look at this. They're coming up towards Banana. The one player who's on middle would be Karta, who's just holding this down.
But Fates has a great position to do some serious shutdown work. He has a Molotov in the hand as well to drop down, and also to follow up with an AK play as well. And they haven't got any control on Banana, but finally the smokes are going to go out. He will drop a counter molly just to hold them off, but he's smoked off over on course. Meanwhile, he's just peeking out. He's going down to HCon, so this is already an advantage in the favour of BX3 in terms of the amount of men they have. They're going to flank ground to construction, but T's going to pop in from CT spawn, picking up one on F. Fates also doing some damage with the bombs being planted. And this is the economical bonus that BX3 need. Even if they do lose this round in the likely event, they've got the $800 for next round. Here we go. We're going to see the retake underway. Publicity actually not doing too well. They will pick up 1 on the trade, but HCon go massive with a B250. He's picking up a double. He's on a triple already, and now it's a 2 versus 2. They're pushing towards the site, but the crossfire is on. HCon, he picks up 3, but he's going to go down there to Fates, and the defuse will come in with plenty of time there to Publicity, and they can be happy with that. At least 50 HP left on Fates. And BX3, no investment, 4 kills and a bomb plant.
Well, Fate with that 4K will be saving it in the end for Public Clear, and I've got to say that's a close round for BX3 having such a bad money situation. Yeah. This is like the biggest boost they'd ever been wishing for. Public Clear, though, on the other hand, if you take a look at Public Clear, their situation as well is looking, I mean, it's looking alright. They can focus on trying to beat BX3 down here rather than just winning rounds, because they're, after all, they've got this very good spree of rounds. I think that's 4 rounds in a row so far, so they can actually focus on that. Now they can't lose. That's a major issue. So at the same time as they're winning rounds, adding on to that, they should be able to kill people who are saving, because after all, they're meeting a T-sided team, but they're meeting a team playing on the T side, BX3 being that current team.
Exactly so, and we're going to see more apps control and banana control gathered by BX3. Of course, Public have got a 2 to 3 stack, so nothing unusual coming out here from the CTs. They just need to carry on doing their default, because it seems to be working, because they've obviously picked up all the last 4 rounds since their first buy round here on the CT side. It's going very well for this comeback.
Well, 12 to 10, and Public Clear still with a very safe play, knowing that people are pushing here, and they're exposing themselves by throwing these Molotovs and what's so not up towards Archway. T's has got, probably one of the better positions in this one. Then again, if they do spot him out with a 1-shot, he's down. So the AK-47 in this scenario would be the danger to meet. But hey, they're turning around, and there's only one in middle. As they do that, BX3 will be faking the... And look at this. This is actually really smart, because he's going to be locked here for a long time, not able to rotate. Well-timed smoke coming up here. He goes back to library, but still, with the delay of a push there, BX3.
But HS, he's got a great position at the back of the site. He picks up nothing though. There's only 5 seconds, but the bomb will go down, as you said, in Fates. Meanwhile, picking up another one, and T's coming in with a retake as well, and he's still alive over in the back of construction now. They've got to hold this down. Got a nice crossfire, but there's only one player on the site. That's going to be Zite picking up 1, but he's coming in from behind. Dominate will dominate it and pick up 1 and 2. Galley going down and the defuse coming in. Publicly only one off equalising this score. 11-12 now.
Can we get pictures of publicly right now? I want to see their coach just patting on their back, like, yeah, good job, boys. Keep it up, keep it going. Like this, it's kind of that team feeling. It gives me like back when I was playing or when I was swimming. My coach always, like when we came up from the pool, obviously.
No, he wasn't jumping in the pool, just tapping you on the back, and just
Yeah.
pushing you along on that lifeboat. No, but
Definitely.
definitely right. And look at this triple B stack coming out from Public Clear. 2 players towards A, and BX3 going to be able to afford one last buy thanks to getting that bomb plant down. Obviously, every round they get the bomb plant, they'll be able to afford a full buy. And still, you know, 2 or 3 rifles each round, even if they don't get the full buy in there, even if they don't get the bomb plant in there, thanks to the $3,400 loss bonus they've been receiving for the last round or so. And T's getting aggressive over in Banana with this AWP. He's peeking down aggressively. And oh, there we go. Mikus opening up the round. BX3 are finally staying in this for a bit longer. Publicly counter flashing over, but right now HCon is already happy with the advantage that they have been gathered for the T side, and the Norwegians are staying in it despite having a 16% bet ratio, as we did say on Cisco Lounge. They're doing very well here, Publicly. They are supposedly the dominant team, but it seems like they're not coming out on top completely.
Well, I mean, 12-11, publicly, at the end of the day, BX3 has got really good team play in terms of actually getting into the side with timing and everything. You know, last round being unlucky, that's a retake from Publicly. Publicly are better on the executes into the retake situations, and the post-plant positions are just so standard from BX3 that they get in there. But at the same time, the way BX3 executes just shows that they're a good team. Freight will be going in for the first, makes that a third. What is that, Sippe? And FNI just being, what is that, Finny?
Denied. Yeah. Oh, look at that shot. He hit 2 players with that AWP there. HCon hitting that first and going through and taking out Mikus as well as the second one. And now look, they must be so pumped up. They know this. They forced BX3 into eco or a force buy situation. Of course, they won't have full rifles at least unless, oh yeah, they're going for it. They're committing to this buy. They're going to be actually, yeah, they will have full rifles, but of course not full AKs. I mean, 3 AKs, 2 Galils, and Publicly, if they win this one, it's going to be another eco for BX3. This is an incredible comeback. They're getting 6 rounds on the T side, struggling so much.
Yeah.
Originally being down, what, like 8-1 or something?
Was that in a row as well, I think? Yeah, that's in a row.
They were down, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. They were down 8-0 at one point, and they brought it back to a 12-12. This is the kind of the versatility of Publicly. They're doing extremely well. BX3 have nothing to say for it. Their T side is, in fact, so weak they haven't picked up a round since their anti-ecos at the beginning after winning the pistol. So this is so unlucky for BX3. They had so much potential here, but this is where it's going to start coming into play again. They're going to jump straight out onto the A site, but Dominate, he's going to be dominating the field, and he picks up 3 kills instantly again from Pit. Do it again and again and again, and Publicly, they're not going out at this point. They're continuing to the semi-finals. It seems like as Zippe is going to be the last one alive, and he's challenging over towards A site, but there's still just coming from the flank. He's got to deal with 4 players alive, but no ammo left. It's going to mean the AWP comes into play from HS, and that'll be the round once again. Publicly so happy, the smiles on their faces. They must have been pretty upset at the beginning, and I think now BX3, they're going to be the one transcending to being upset, and they can't afford to force buy again and lose that round. They have to get the AWP in play. They have to get the full buy coming out next round if they want to have any chance of securing this half. And they will do the good call. So at least BX3 make a right call there, going for the quasi buy, so 4 armored players and some tech 9s, as well as a few nades to work with too.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see how Dominate works with these nades. One thing that's in particular really funny about Dominate is he plays that position so defensively that he's so static in that spot. He decides to jump off at that one time when they do decide to push here. So BX3 pretty much teaching Publicly how to play better here, and Publicly learn from their mistakes so many times in a row. Dominate is not going to choke. He goes in for the 2 kills, and that's enough for the rest of the team because Tease is coming up from long. Will be doing some crucial damage, and Fate will be finishing them off thanks to that damage already dealt. Sippy going down, and Mickey's with this bomb on the site. Will be facing 2 of the members, being Aegis and Fates, going in for the fake plant, and he's able to go towards B. Look at that. Publicly, they think that they have no idea. They think this is the A site. They think that that's a real fake. They literally think that he's trying to provoke them, but he's not. He's turning all the way over to the B side. He doesn't even have to waste his nades right here. He's got the flashbang. He's got that Molotov, and as soon as he hears them start stepping, this could be. This is the most insane round I've seen in a while. 2 kills. He has to finish off with a quad as well to make this a round. This would be the most insane round we've seen in this entire map at least.
But look at his position though. He's playing assuming they're going to come towards CT, but both of them coming banana, and he has no idea. He has to move out. He's going to hear the footsteps of the counter flash going out. He's going to hit both of them. They're full white. He has so much potential. He peeks out. He gets one. He's going for the second, but he runs out of ammo. Molotov on the bomb, and the diffuser's already coming in. Face because it's going to stick him. But Mickis, he's going to get that round, and BX3 13-13, bring it back out of the dirt with only a quasi buy there, with basically no investment, and they are going to proceed to yet another buy here on the terrorist side. That was incredible. As well as I thought Mickey's played that, I assumed that Publicity would have it, but the pop flash going out over towards CT was absolutely perfect textbook play from Mickey's.
That's what I'm saying all the time, pretty much. Vision blockers is everything.
Yeah. But now, look, Publicity still got to buy up. No AWP, though. They haven't got the economy to invest in that at the current time, and Mickey's instead is going to be picking up the AWP from the drop T over on the CT over on the site there, so he's got an AWP on him at least, and that was an incredible clutch, really play of the map, I think. But it was so important as well for them to pick that up. They were playing on the assumption that they'd be down 14-12 and they had to bring it back, and now we're up on an equal score. The fact that they can only win one round on T side for the last 9 or 8 out of a complete crazy rotation due to Publicity making a complete fault and timing, of course. I don't want to say luck because I don't like using that word when it comes to a sick play, but a lot of that hinged on luck. Mickis wouldn't have won that unless he got that rotation in over towards
just
the
timing everything like from library.
Yeah, so complete luck in the timing, obviously not luck in the play of Mickis. So clever from him. And either way, Publicity, they want to come back into this, and the Molotov will go out. T's just holding the angle close to the edge of the molly. But oh, Cali, what is that pre-fire? He just completely takes him down. T's drops instantly, and now they have to come in with a refrag. Quicks comes up with the M4, but he's going to be peeking aggressively. Cali realizes this, so they're going to be backing off with the bomb back towards the B site, and still making a noise over towards long. That's going to be Cali, so they haven't actually rotated, but look, HS going back towards the CT spawn. He finally realizes this isn't an A-take, and they are going to be committing to this. They push all straight out, and he's going to go down to BX3. They're looking good. The rotate's coming in from Fetz, but they've got control of the site. He's got the edge of the smoke, though. It's not a perfect CT smoke, and he'll be able to peek into it instead. Backing off towards construction, and the last two players coming in through the banana area here, and Mickis is going to peek that out, so the rotation will come in from Cali now, and Mickis, he's going to go down to Quiz, leading that, and he will find that frag. And now Cali coming from the flank, taking out Fetz over in CT, leaving only Quicks and Dominate coming in. They're going to be both pushing for banana, but time is ticking away. 2 versus 4. They've got to get on this fast. They've got to get on this bomb, but they've got absolutely no kits to work with. There's no way they'll be able to secure this. Surely FNI, he takes one, but he does drop, and Cali will pick up a double kill there. BX3 taking a 14th though. Very impressive play.
But it still looks like publicly are calm with what they're doing, and actually, funny enough, just when we were talking about it, just in this map, BX3 takes a pause. Okay, it's not tactical, it's in here.
Yeah, again, there's no reason to take a tactical at this point. Publicly, they know they have no economy after that.
Maybe they heard us, maybe that's why.
Publicly have 4 negatives and an auto sniper, BX3. 4 negatives and an auto sniper.
Yeah, if BX3 hears us right now, I'm telling you, this is going to be a round where publicly are going to be rushing you down with 8 weapons. 8 auto snipers. Yeah. They've got LMGs.
There we go.
They've got support from the U.S. Army, from the Navy SEALs, who joined the team.
As long as it's not the USCS players, they'll be okay. Bam!
Why is that like every single time? This is why I'm done casting with British people.
Yeah, no, we're great. Our banter levels are too high, but Public are here going for the Seco. They're not going to be going for the Force. Good call from there. The annoying thing is, Public have got to be so happy. You can hear their screams when we be seeing them on camera. How cheerful they've been after picking up all these rounds here on the CT side and bringing it back to 13, and then just losing to that crazy 1v2 clutch from Mickey's. And pretty much that's got to hurt them mentally. They've got to be pretty tilted. And they know that they're allowing BX3 to take 15 rounds and take the match point, and then they've got to come back from that. But this aggression down Banana, he's going to be relentless here. Zippy's holding it off. He picks up one Cali, great, gets one as well, but Fetch is going to stop off Zippy now, and he should be able to grab himself a rifle down bottom of Banana, but they're holding it off with the bomber, HCon, and Mickey's holding out the flash. Let's go out, so we'll go back inside. He's, meanwhile, will land a shot, rifle shot by him, but he's getting traded out, and so will Fetch, leaving just Dominate over with just a B2K on the A site, and they're going to be pushing towards B here, but he doesn't even realise this. They should be able to get this bomb down. If he can get towards bottom mid and find an AK, that'd be a great round for him on the CT side, but they're going to be holding mid now, so they're waiting for this push, and Cali is going to be right and ready. Let's Dominate. There we go. Bit of damage. Actually, none at all. Gets away with that completely alive. He gets a P2 So he's got that one-shot capabilities when he gets to a close range, and Cali is going to be in that close range, but nope. 57 HP, he makes it out of there alive, and BX3 secure a match point in favour of Republica.
Well, this is not looking good for Public Learning. I mean, I would not doubt an overtime here. Then again, BX3, they seem to get their way back into this. They seem to learn from their mistakes, and obviously, Public Lear here are getting a little bit overconfident. Something we saw in the first round that BX3 took back is that Public Lear, on the retake situations, at some points actually like to go a little bit further into it by, for example, not smoking off, not using flashbangs. They want to go in for those individual battles one by one. Doesn't work, especially not against BX3 when it comes to the post-plant positions. They rely on those nades. So, then again, BX3, they've done plenty of times mistakes where they've used their nades early game, not allowing them to even stay safe on the sides that they're planning on. So, taking that into consideration, both of these teams been doing a lot of mistakes in this one map. But at the late game of it all, I mean, it makes it fair between both of the teams, and it's so equal. I mean, 15 to 13, it speaks for itself.
Oh, but he's found the right angle here over in Boiler. He's going to pick up that first one with Cali, and that's going to be the advantage in the favour of Public Layer. And they're trying to bring this to overtime, of course. BX3, they will have enough to buy up on the next round if they do lose this one, but that's not going to be the optimal decision. They want to pick it up 16 to 13, and Public Layer obviously going to do everything in their power to deny this. They've only got one kit on Dominate, so BX3's key is going to be getting the bomb down there, and I'm sure they're aware of that. A lack of kits is going to be very evident at this point with the economy of Public Layer being very topsy-turvy over for the CT side, and we're going to see an AWP, of course, on Mikus, and he's going to be heading over towards the B site with the rest of the team. Smokes and flashes are going to be set up, and this is going to be the full take. But the fact that Public aren't giving any aggression, obviously being so close to the edge, is going to mean they have absolutely no information on whether BX3 are pushing here. And we got HS setting up a nice pop flash. This should be able to rebound off the side of the box, but oh, perfect. He's going to go out and completely blind with BX3, and they're going to peek out still. Zeppe picking up that first kill, and now over in the CT spawn, HS is going to be caught off. Matisse spraying through the smoke. He's going to land one. The bomb plant's still going down. It's now in the favour of Public Clear, despite the bomb actually being down for the terrace, and only a Molotov, a smoke, and a flash are going to be in the roster of BX3, but they have to get them out fast to hold back the oppressing Public players. But Sype, the AWP, he's going down over towards second oranges, and now FNI and Kron are going to be the last two alive, and holding off into the site as Public aggressively. It's going to be very easy for Public, though. They're just going to shut them down. A team kill, but I'm sure they'll be happy about that. They're not really worrying about the team kill. They're worrying more about the round, but they're going to take it to 14. We're going into the last round of the match until overtime. Potential overtime, though. We have got a full buy coming out from both teams. I have plenty of economy. 10k on Cali to drop his teammate, and they should have most of the nades. I was going to say many and most of the nades here on the T side, but actually what's important is the fact that they can't save this rifle, and therefore HS is going to be down on this mag 7 because of that team kill, but I think they're more happy with a round than it matters, really. BX3 15 to 14. They've got a bit of a full buy coming out. Maybe a couple of lack of nades there on FNI, but he did just throw a nade towards deep A. So a good buy coming out from the terrace there. CT's also not looking too shabby, at least. They've got 4 kits to work with and plenty of nades on that roster. Only issue is a mag 7, but HS in that close range, I wouldn't count them out of the really good position to utilise it from them. They're just going to be waiting for the aggressing T's to push into their crosshairs.
That ain't happening yet. Public clear. Like, the very static play is not giving too much to BX3. And that, you know, there's so much pressure on BX3 here as they're going to be the ones to push first. Well, not too much going on around this map at this stage. It looks like they want to go for this A execute, but BX3 hasn't got too much info before pushing through towards the CT side of the map. Tease with the A4, look at that. They're going up close towards balcony quick. Will be, and I'm not sure if they saw his gun right there because of maybe a couple of steps provoking that.
Yeah, possibly. But the issue is the time is ticking down, and they haven't committed to a site yet. There's no time to rotate over towards B. The hole will be just too good for Public, and they're going to finally commit to this site in just a short second. 30 seconds on the clock. They have to hurry up. The smoke does go out towards truck, but is it going to be enough, really? Because BX3, they've got 25 seconds. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do this. Public might be able to take it to overtime. They need to get on the site. 20 seconds, left on the clock, and Tease is just going to be holding this down. But Dominate, why would they push into his crosshair? He's going to pick up one. They will instantly leave him over alone in pit. They haven't traded him out, and he's going to pick up a double. He's stopping the bomb plant, and the bomb is too far away for him to get the defuse in. This is going to be the round going to Public. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to overtime here, and he's going to pick up a frag, but it's going to be a consolation as HS and Public bring it to overtime. How could BX3 do that? They sit in apartments, not gaining anything, not even peeking to waste the nades of public clear, and are completely allowing them
But
to
when you
gather
do
the
that, when
round.
you do that as well, it's like this is so semi-professional. If you watch any Swedish semi-professional qualifier, sometimes, and especially in these scenarios where it's like it could be match point, it could be literally deciding what's going on next. We see them do these kind of play where they force themselves in there just because of the time limit, and then they haven't got the time either way because hey, four of them got shot down in the beginning of it all.
Yeah, but that's the main issue. There is they just all sit in apartments. Like
Yeah, no,
they're not gaining anything.
they're not
It's
getting
not
anything.
helping them. They're not even baiting out the shots or baiting out the nades from the CTs. They're just waiting. It makes sense if they were throwing a couple of fake flashes, maybe
Yeah.
peeking, maybe doing some kind of fake on towards the A site, and then baiting out all these Molotovs, as we did see go down. But they were sitting there for a good, 15, 20 seconds, and I was sitting there going, guys, you need to push, you need to push, you need to push. And obviously dominating Pit, how he's been playing there every single round, absolutely tearing apart BX3 on every single site entry, playing so well, completely out of his mind, and they're just allowing him to do so. So, you know, I don't want to be rude, but Public they completely deserve that round there. BX3, a bit of a misplay, standing around in apartments for so long, and Public Clear, either way, are going to be taking that round to overtime. 15-15. This is the second map that we've gone into overtime on this best of 3 so far.
Oh, what more can I say? Really, it's just, I mean, just proves how well equalized these teams are in comparison to each other,
Yeah.
both individually and team-wise. I want to say BX3 is the more advanced team at some points, but on Inferno, I feel like it's been very equal. Dust 2 has been really the only one where we've seen BX3 be a little bit more superior.
Yeah, it's definitely true, and the overtime will be starting shortly, but I've really got no words for this. This is just incredibly close, and I don't think anyone's really expecting this kind of outcome, at least from a 16%, let me just double check, 16 net ratio on BX3 in terms of at least CSGO Lounge, which we're going to be using for statistics, at least on betting. Public Clear 84%, and people really must be scared at this point. 84%, and they're bringing them to do a third overtime.
Think of the people who bet on BX3, how happy they are at this
Oh
stage.
god, yeah. But the thing is, it's not
Jesus
even Public Clear. It's not even BX3 bringing Public Clear to overtime. Public Clear are pulling out all the stops to bring BX3 to overtime. They are literally grabbing onto the tails of BX3 to stay alive in this, and they've been doing a very good job of it. Obviously, just keeping in it for a few more rounds and actually having a really tough start on Inferno. They were down 8-0, and BX3 were like, "Well, this is GG." They've closed out the map. T-side rounds. CT side rounds, they're just dominating Public Clear, and then Public Clear, boom, they did exactly what they did in the Dust 2 map, and they just bring it all the way back and dominate it pretty much, and bring it all the way back to 15-15. So I honestly thought that game would be going to be a BX3. I'm sure most people did, really, and
Well, the thing here is now they're starting on the T side. We're looking at the overtime, obviously, ladies and gentlemen. You start with 16K in this tournament, if you didn't know. So there's not going to be any like economical aspect of it all, which is kind of cool. I like that because at the same time, it just brings you straight to the table. Hey, which team is actually the better team here?
I'm just going to put out a tweet so everyone knows that we're going into the second overtime of this match, which is incredible.
Yeah, and while he does that, might as well just talk about it. It's as easy as that. Then again, it's MR3. If you don't know what an MR3 is, pretty much max rounds 3 is what it stands for per half. So 6 rounds in total. The first team to win the majority of those rounds, being 4 in this scenario, will win the game. So this being not only one map, it's actually deciding the entire match.
Pretty much. It's just so tense at this point. It's just so scary, really. You've got to fear for both teams.
We're off to a late night, I'm telling you.
Oh, definitely. The thing is, the first map, how many 3 overtimes in Dust? Not Dust 2,
3
Mirage.
overtimes.
Three overtimes on Mirage.
Yeah.
So that went on for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours actually reaching. Obviously, we have a 10-minute break going to the second map. That was a fairly convincing win. What was that? 16-8, 16 something like that.
No, the first map wasn't.
Second map.
Second map.
16-10 there. So yeah, going in the favour of BX3 on Dust 2. They're pretty solid win there. And then obviously this third map going to overtime. I've not seen many games. I've casted a fair few, and I've not seen many games where we've gone to 2 out of 3 overtimes.
Like, now they're getting into the game again, I think. But they're gonna have a pause.
Just a short pause. All the players are getting back from whatever they've been doing, just taking breaks, grabbing a drink or whatever. Obviously, it's taking so long to get through with this best of 3, but they should just be resuming in just a short amount of time. Here we go, back into the game, guys. Welcome everyone to all you new viewers. I'm sure a lot of people just saw how long this game was going for and tuned in. We're back into the third map, overtime already, and this is going to be obviously to move out of the quarterfinals and into the semi-finals, which will be on later today between BX3 and Public Clear. Both teams competing, and this is the final chance for them. The loser of this match will be knocked out of the tournament completely. But off we go, straight into the first round of overtime. Rushing aggressively up mid, we're going to see BX3 completely take control of mid and Archers. This is something that we haven't been seeing from them at all, actually, over on the T side, and it's working out very well. Kali will pick up the first kill. HCon is already very low, and we're also seeing a lot of damage done to the side of BX3. Probably are holding this off, though. Bit of a back off from BX3. It seems like they're going to be backing off towards the B site in Public Clear. Realising this, HS just hearing this, he's going to be rotating back over, and actually 3 out of the 4 players of Public Clear actually make that 2 now, heading over towards B, and meanwhile Kicks is going to take out Cali. HCon is going down as HS hits that AWP shot. 3 versus 4 is now already underway, and BX3 still haven't got the bomb down, but the Molotov is going to force Public Clear even further back out of the site, and the bomb finally goes down, but the HP on these 2 players, it's not looking good on Finian. 2 HP on him and absolutely no damage to hold off this after bomb. But oh, look at that shot through the smoke. Tease lines it up and exactly hits the head of Makis, and now it's all on Finian. 1 versus 4 with 2 HP, holding on to the bomb side. Picks up the first one, still going for the spray. They know his position. He's going down there. That's going to be the first round of overtime going to Public Clear.
Well, look at the team spirit is there, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Their coach behind them just sitting there thinking his monster. He's been patting them on the back for this entire game, and now it all comes down to this overtime, 16-15. Public Clear still with a really, really good game. I'm giving Dominate all the credit for both individual performances, and T's absolutely God as well. But looking at Dominate, I mean, 28-23, he's top fragging on this team, and all those frags, pretty much, you know, I want to say 50% of those frags have been really crucial at very many stages. So giving him that is definitely what he deserves. BX3 has been really, really strong as well. Mickey's with crucial shots with that AWP, not only on this map, but on earlier maps that we've seen before. So this overtime really shows us that these teams are very comparable with each other in many ways on both sides of every map.
Pretty much so, as obviously overtime already suggests that, and HS being already down on 45 HP if the double nade comes through the window. He goes to peek second mid here. We're going to see Kali again going aggressive. BX3 going to try this out for a second time. The nades and the Molotovs coming in. Public Clear just backing off even further. Completely flashed here on the BX3 side, and they're just waiting for the smoke to dissipate over on short so they can get aggressive and split towards this A side. It seems like they want to wrap around short and long, go for this A take, and you can see the rotation already coming in. Fetch just over in CT spawn to stop this kind of push, and there we go, stopping the push. In fact, it's going to be HS, but oh, the trade coming out through the edge of the smoke. Vickers hits that, and Kali continues to take control over towards short, and Fetch coming in from library there. Should be able to peek just on the edge of the smoke as it dissipates, clears out. But look at this, the bomb again. They're doing the exact same thing, rotating back over towards the A site. But look at this Zype. It's actually pushed in all the way through CT spawn. He should be able to get some serious damage as he sees the rotate. Comes out from Fetch. He's got a great position to hold off the push, and they're just going to walk right into his crosshairs. We're talking about walking. It's not going to be happening for Kali as he goes down thanks to the molly. We're back into a 2v2, but the bomb still isn't down on the site, and there are 2 CTs over towards B. They haven't got time to rotate for this, and Fetch has got to hold this down. But bomb planter, and Zype in fact will drop, leaving just T's to finish off Mikis, and that'll be the round once again to Public Clear, and they are going to take 17-15.
Yes, they will. As we mentioned earlier, 16K. So the third round, having any economical aspect on it, you could go with a triple off if you want to. Mentioned that earlier. So just to put that straight for everybody who's watching, it's pretty much thanks to that being a fact that BX3 are able to buy here, and it actually makes sense. I agree on this overtime format.
It's going to be difficult. It's BX3. They might struggle with this comeback at least.
They're just playing the safe BX3 at the same time. They've got the bomb dropped over upper slope, so at this stage what they're waiting for is pretty much for Public Clear to commit to a mistake here. Public Clear has gone to this overtime. They've worked their I don't know what off to get to where they are right now. There's just so much going into this that they're not going to make a single mistake playing the CT side, knowing that they can just play behind the walls of this map and win this. They will. They'll do their hardest. They'll try their absolute hardest to do so going into the semifinal. BX3 will as well, but on this T side, it's going to be a bit harder to exploit those small scenarios where Public Lear pretty much just Public Lear may just actually stay behind the walls of this map. Just utilize the fact that they're on the CT side.
Oh.
And they haven't used too many nades yet. That's smart.
But look at Tizo, he's got a great angle. The smoke is going to come down actually, so he won't be able to get anything. But shooting through the smoke, he's going to hit a couple of bullets. Not going to be doing too much on side, so don't give away his position. There we go. Finny open up the round. Quick success. He's also going to fall, and so will Tease. This round is going excellently for BX3, but they haven't finished off Dominate. He's over in pit. This is his favourite position, but Mikas is going to shut him down, and now HS has to retake. It's the last round, so there's no save coming out from here, and he's got plenty of economy to support it if there was. So HS coming in with just an AWP and a Dream. This is a 1 versus 4. Basically impossible to retake this, and he's going to go down to Zubir, and that'll be the round finally to BX3. Try not to die, Volty.
I didn't die.
He's coughing to death.
Oh, well. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Public Lear. Jesus Christ. I just read a funny joke, okay? That's what I did. I just read a funny joke, okay? That's what happened. I lost it. Hey, we're going to get into the game again. We're not going to go into deep on that. 16 to 17. The ones who knows, they know. We're not going to say more than that.
Yeah, definitely not Twitch chat, like enlightening your life once again. Here we go, Public Lear just going to be holding down the angle. Mikas opening, BX3 holding down the angle. Mikas just with the AWP going to be forced out of position thanks to that Molotov, and Vinian just holding off into app. So you can see Public Lear are just setting out a default. They only need 2 rounds to win this. It needs to be a 19 scoreline. BX3 pick up 3 though, will be in the favour of them. However, it could always be a draw, as we've seen draws are very, very possible thanks to the first map. Two draws there going into the, or I guess 3 including the original map draw, going into 3 overtimes. So Public Lear still with advantage. Not so much in HP, at least. The HP is steadily relying on BX3, but look, BX3 are doing exactly what you like. They're saving their nades for the late, for either the retake or for hold downs, and to stop Public Lear from pushing onto a site here. So that's really good from BX3, and they've got a serious advantage, in fact, in saving all these nades that Public Lear didn't have when they were on the CT side, wasting them a lot of the time. But still 2 Molotovs over on the A site, a third one on Mikas over towards B, and they've still got a couple of smokes as well to work with.
Public Lear are trying with this provocative play where they're waiting for BX3 to throw their nades out. And at some points it will be working, but BX3, they're not that easy provocative. Where is it?
Provocative.
Provocative. So Public Lear will be able to
Get a lot of damage off, and oh, look at this, Dominate's already flanked. Spawn is going to come into contact with Kali, actually landing that frag, and now it's down to a 5 versus 2. But look at the HP, it's so low on most of the players. Mikas does pick up one with a Molotov. This is why I was talking about why the nades are so important here. With the bomb, 6 seconds left, and it's just going to go down the site, and the retake has to be on. BX3 can't save this. They need to stop Public Lear from securing 18 rounds, otherwise they'll have to be playing for the draw, and they don't want that at all. BX3 coming into the site here. 2 players coming from Banana, and this is going to be ready for the retake, but too good. They do pick up the first frag. That's going to be quick dropping, and 3 players being very low on the T side, but it's always doable. And Zippe, he's going to make it happen. He picks up another one to HS, but Dominate over from CT Spawn's going to finish him off. Tease is so low, he'll be finished off too. And now Dominate versus FNI. He's going to stick the bomb, but Dominate's going to land it. And Public Lear securing the draw and securing the second overtime here on the T side, and only need 1 more round to take this final map and force himself into the semi-finals of the Nordic Masters here in Sweden.
If Finian didn't fail that flashbang, he'd be able to do that.
Yeah. No, he didn't. Oh, he did fail the flash run. Oh. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Like all the small things in CS. Can you imagine how small things can make such a difference?
If he had a smoke, he would have probably done that. You know, he probably would have stuck it in, or a Molotov.
And that's once again, actually, BX3. If you think of it, nades. If you just save those nades, those crucial nades, pick those nades up. Yeah, obviously.
There's nothing else you can really do. You can't blame him for that one.
No.
No, that would happen. And Zippe going to be getting some challenging down mid. We'll do a bit of damage. BX3, I think they need to try a bit of aggressive CT play. We saw that worked at least in the first half of the CT side. They were getting so many rounds by doing that. In fact, leading 8-0 at one point. Mikas going to be challenging just beside Boiler, but Dominate. Oh, so close to spotting the edge of the AWP there. Could have easily peeked down, got that kill, but just missing. Obviously, the timing found by BX3 going in their favour, at least for Mickey. And he's just going to be holding towards mid, waiting for some more aggression, but Public Lear are not going to give it to him. They're actually backing up 3 players off towards the B site. Bomb's still over in mid, so they haven't made their full decision on the site they want to commit to, but the bomb slowly rotating back, and You can see only one player of BX3 over towards the B site. He has used his Molotov, just holding on to the smoke, just waiting. Sorry, the other way around, uses smoke, waiting on with his Molotov as his teammate finally rotates back in. That's going to be Calais to join it. But it's not going to be the right call as BX3 realise that publicly have rotated the players over. Mick is actually picking up that first kill onto HS as the rotation comes up onto the A site here, and it's going to be wrapping around long. That's going to be the call they're going to make, but it's not going to be the right one as Zippy shuts down the first one. That's going to be T's dropping the AWP back in the hands of Quicks here over on the T side, and Dominate. He's a master of that balcony, but maybe not so much on the T side. He's dropping down as FNI picks him up, and Minion still challenging over towards short. Will do a bit of damage, but publicly are getting taken apart piece by piece here, and Zippy will peek out once again. More damage, and now FNI finishing that off, and we're going to go into the last round of overtime here, round 6 out of 6, and BX3 trying to secure this into a second overtime for a draw.
Yeah, publicly, if they win this round, they're going to be finishing this entire game off with a 2-1 score with 2 overtimes and an entire best of 3. This game has been going on since 10 a.m. Swedish time, and right now we're at 2
p.m. 2:30 almost.
Yeah.
We've been doing this game for 4.5 hours, and we're not even done on the final best of 3 here. Hey, we got a best of 5 later. I think that might be quicker than this. But either way, HS going to be gathering information, pushing up short here on his own. He's got a couple of CTs. Just going to be backed off as the pop flashes come in. He's got a bit of support as well from his teammate Fitz. Now they're going to be slowly securing banana control, gaining a rapid map control here for the terrorist side. And we've got 2 of the terrorists up towards apartments 2. We're going to see a rotate from the final BX3 player coming over to the B site, and this is going to be a great call as we see the bomb is also up into banana. If they can pick up 1 kill, at least start to put it in the favour of the CTs, it would be great, and a couple of deep nades would be good, but they've only got 1, and that's going to be on FNI. So he's over towards balcony. Calais, meanwhile, is going to pick up the first kill. Nice wallbang onto HS there, and now he's going to be rotating back towards A, assuming the public are not going to want to commit to this B site, but he's wrong. The bomb is still here, and the CT smoke is going out, as well as the orange's Molly, but actually Quicks, with the bomb being the last to back off, and they still don't make their decision. Publicly obviously not clear about where they want to go right now, and they are going to finally commit to this B site, but this is probably going to be the best call for them, pushing straight onto it. Molotov still on the hand of Dominate. He's going to pop another one back in oranges, and we're going to see Zippe reposition over to the new box over towards the back of the site. Molotov forcing that position very much. It will land right next to him. And he's behind the smoke, going to spray full, pick up 1, but the rotation is already on publicly over on the A site. And meanwhile, Tees is opening things up. He may not be performing so much in the best of 3, but today he's been doing some massive damage in where he really needs to. He picks up 1. He will go down over in CT spawn, but Quicks is still alive in a 1 versus 3. And it looks like we're going to a second overtime, ladies and gentlemen. 18-18 is going to be the score. And Volty, the casters get to type exclamation mark pause.
What?
The casters get to type exclamation mark pause, because I think we need it.
Nah, bro, it's alright. It's alright. It's good. We're good to go.
Yeah, we're all right, but players don't seem.
Yeah,
so
okay,
much.
they're gonna take a pause. The players are gonna take a pause as well. Oh well. Some of them just left their PCs. Hey, hey, guys, welcome back.
Oh, hey, we're back.
What a game!
What a game! Into the third map again. We've been saying this for 4 hours. This game is going to be a very close game, obviously, despite the 16% rating on BX3 underneath public clear.
Like I've literally got no words for this game. This is just the one thing I can say is that both of these teams individually can match up with each other so well, because otherwise we wouldn't be here today.
Obviously, but if we have a look at the brackets for the tournament, at least we can see that currently, obviously, the previous game ended hours ago, 4 or 5 days ago, because we've been going on for that long. Obviously, Games for You took out Arctic. So wait, am I correct in that? Games for You took out Arctic? Let's just double check the brackets here. No, Arctic took out Games for You. I apologise. 2-1. We saw a score at the bottom, didn't we? And now your best friend Slap is gone. I'm sorry, Volty. I'm sorry for your loss. But Arctic have been continuing to the semi-finals, and they'll be up to play the winner of the Preparation versus DD game, which will be coming up shortly. That will be coming up after this, whenever that is. Who knows? We don't know. We definitely don't know. But also, going at the same time, is going to be Torpedo versus Rapmashakal. Rapmashakal, of course. I knew that. Alongside the Preparation DD game. Oh no, that's actually gone live. They've already gone live with the Preparation DD game, because obviously this has gone on for so long. The players are just connecting to the server now.
Why isn't that? Okay.
That's fair enough, really, because,
Which one are we doing then? Is that
we're going to be doing the Torpedo versus Rapmashakal game, which is going to be supposedly at 3 p.m. locals. That's 3 p.m. CET, but really, who knows at this point? Because we're already at 2:30 and we haven't started, and we've also got to wait for obviously the players to come on, get the computers, get on the stage, get the configs up. So we'll be doing that game whenever that starts in the next maybe 45 minutes or so. It supposedly starts in 35, but we don't know how long this match is going to last. So who really knows at this point? And then after that, obviously, we will be seeing the semi-finals. After the quarters are done, which is obviously going to be Arctic, is already through, versus the winner of Preparation versus Dendy, and then the winner of this matchup against the winner of Torpedo versus Right Shackle, as we're doing this afterwards, as we said. And then obviously the best of 5 grand final. But I can't quite remember. Aside from the cash prize, what do the winners get after the best of 5 final?
Is it Fade? Something with Fade. I've heard. Is that?
Fade Case, thanks very much again for the sponsor. We're just going to shout them out once more. At least we've had the time to. At least they have sponsored us with these really nice knives. The winners, aside from obviously the cash prize, which is, if I'm correct, 70,000 Swedish krone. Yeah. Will be securing obviously the grand trophy, which we'll be looking forward to present. And as well, each of the players, we have 5 of these sent from Fadecase. So head over to fadecase.com if you want to order one. They have shops worldwide, I think all apart from Australia, China, and a few countries. But most of Europe and all of America as well are able to get your hands on these, and they're actually pretty cheap considering what they are. Full metal knives. We got a karambit fade here. We got 5 actually karambit fades are going to be going to the winners, 1 each for each player. And on it we have a special engraved NM for Nordic Masters, S2, which is season 2 of Nordic Masters, and number 1 for first place.
What kind of metal is it? Is it like heavy metal?
It's real metal.
Death metal. Is that?
Death metal. That's terrible. But of course, it's a really sharp knife. So actually, it's not just a toy, and we can't give these to the players straight up. We actually have to send them to the players.
Yeah, we give them on the stage so it looks like it's cool and everything.
But we actually have to send them to the players because you can't take this on an airplane. So unless the players, of course, are Swedish, which would be okay. But who really knows? We can't predict that at the moment. And we're going to be going back into the second overtime of the third map, ladies and gentlemen. This best of 3 between BX3 and Public Clear. Straight into it. Volti, take us away.
Here we go with Public Clear, and they just start up with, oh my god, how many nades are there going down middle? They deal quite a bit of damage. I mean, AJS is down to 61 HP after those actually, they land pretty fairly well in Banana. Full on spot, but Public Clear, 18 to 18. They don't want to give this up either. They're on the T side, so it's less favorable for them. Then again, BX3 on the CT side, they've committed to many more mistakes than Public Clear did on their CT side, so that's something that they definitely can improve on. At this stage, I've seen it though. Kalle usually likes to go very offensive down in Banana. This time around, he knows that, okay, it's overtime. We're close to either winning or losing. Let's not take a risk and gamble because it's not worth it. And HCon together with him will be, oh my god, with the flames! What is that? Kalle and him just going crazy wild on this site. Another one coming up, but that's going to be by Fates, who's opening up with an entry on Kalle right there. 2-1-4 situation though, and this looks almost impossible for Public Clear to hold down. They've got the only thing they really got is that Molotov, and that's not going to be enough for them to block off 4 players coming from all different locations. So BX3 here, they're going to be able to take this one home pretty easily, I'd like to say, but they do have some problems. HCon will be supporting the next player inside of Ruins though, and FNI or Finian will be going in for the last kill as the defuse happens by HCon. So 19 to 18, and BX3 with the first round aboard of this second overtime of the third map of this one game.
It's one best of 3 in the quarterfinals. And it's only the quarters. We haven't even got the semis on yet, let alone the grand final, which is going to be going on until very late in the morning. I hope we don't miss our flights home. But BX3, regardless, up 19 to 18, as we just said, and we're seeing an AWP on either side. Mick is going to be picking up one, and Quicks might be challenging down mid, but Mick is actually firing off that first shot. Won't actually connect with anyone just now. Just waiting for the aggression from Public Clear. Shot one player up towards the B site. That's going to be HS, but he's going to be held down at least from Kalle over onto B site. Bit of a challenge over towards Logs, but nothing going to be connecting just as of yet. Kalle has a good Molotov. He could easily force HS out of position. Meanwhile, Mickis is going to take that Quicks over in mid, and Kalle also going to chime in. BX3 are already 2 men up, and they're looking good in this round to carry on. As long as they don't overpeak and overextend, they should be good to hold down these sites. The only issue is, of course, dominating straight onto the entry, but he's doing that job. Mickis will shut him down. Fate's just right behind him, but he's going to be caught between a rock and a hard place, but he's still going to come out on top of the engagement. Zippy will finally trade him out, and it's all going to be down and dominate, as we just said. Star player for Public here at the moment, and now he's going to be alone in 1 versus 3. He's got to do something pretty nutty to get out of this, and the bomb is also down but towards mid. He doesn't have control of it just yet. CTs won't notice it though. He will be able to pick it up and head back towards Zaps. But there we go, Calais on the flank. Great positioning play by him, and he's going to pick up that kill, supplying BX3 a 20th round and the last round of the half of this overtime. And if BX3 take 3 in a row, they pretty much got this because their T side is very, very strong.
And you can see them high-fiving each other. BX3, such a good team spirit right there. 20-18, and public clear with those two ops. Playing the T side of Inferno with a double op setup might not be as bad as many think, especially now with B and mid being one of the areas that you definitely want to take a look at. But at this stage, BX3 hasn't been committing to any offensive peaks, so I don't see the reason behind this buy.
Well, public clear. They've got the decision-making process at least. So I agree with you. I don't really see why they go for the double up, but maybe it'll work out in their favour. HS won't work out though. He's going to go down first, and also FNI following up. Finian's going to drop T's now, and Finian also holding on to balcony, but Zype is actually going to tune in, and he's going to grab one for himself too. So just Quicks with the AWP and Fetch left alive in a 2 versus 5 situation. They can't save this. This is the last round of the half here, and Quicks almost finding the angle onto Zipper. Zype, sorry, but he's not going to be overpeaking as soon as he pulls out the Molotov. That's just CS timing for you right now. And the molly is going to force him into the site, not away from it. He's going to spot out the first zone. Mick is dropping now, and he has to back off before he gets burnt alive by the flames. He's toast, down to 32 HP. And now they got a flank round towards the long, wrapping around towards the A site. And you can see his aggression from BX3. They've got to be careful though. If they push all the way down Banana and public clear up towards long and flank round to CT to B, as we saw Mikis do on the first level of overtime, I think. Oh no, just before overtime, 2 rounds before it, in fact. Public clear could actually take this round, so BX3 got to be very careful on this, but their flank is so slow and it's so precise. They know exactly what they're doing right now. And public clear, 30 seconds running out. You see Calais, the first flank kill is going to come in play. Quicks will go down, and now Fates is going to be last alive. He's going to drop to Calais as well. And BX3 securing overtime, 3-0 there. 21-18 is going to be the current score, and they're only 1 round off the victory. Public clear now have to secure 3 CT rounds, or BX3 are continuing to the quarterfinals.
Well, can see how happy they are. And I like how they discuss with each other. I mean, looking at them, they're always talking things through. It's not only just one man talking. It's not like they have an IGL like Shangaris telling everybody what to do or what to think or what to feel.
Yeah.
It's like actually these guys put their opinions into something, and I think that's exactly what they're discussing here, or discussing.
Yeah.
Jesus, pardon me for that. They're discussing about, hey, do you feel safe going this area? And if they don't feel safe going that area, they'll just focus on something else. And we can actually see their coach behind them being Emilio with those with the headphones. I think he's in TeamSpeak with these guys as well, so supporting them from there as well and cheering them up.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe not being as eager, but at least having the strategy behind this, obviously playing professionally. BX3, they only need 1 T-side round. And you know what I'm thinking? With this 16% bet ratio on BX3, I'm thinking someone on Reddit needs to create a when I'm BX3 video, because I think that's going to be pretty relevant right now. And here we go. Aggression down mid. Public clear just going to full nade stack it. It's not going to hit anything though. Only Zype going to be put down to 50 HP, with the rest of them just aggressing straight up. BX3 pushing all the way up onto A, but they're going to have to back off as the mollies get in the way. But actually, look at this. The B play is going to come into the play. The CT sides, they've only rotated 1 player off of the B side, but that's going to be enough for BX3 to exploit it. They've only got HS over towards B, and Fates is finally going to be sitting in CT, maybe possibly rotating in soon. But HCOM being flashed through the smoke, he's going to be pushing up aggressively, ready to find this first frag as BX3 secure a little more map control over towards B. Because this is the thing, they've got heavy engagements towards A, and that's going to show very clear as Quicks picks up that first kill. But the bomb is still stuck towards B, so they should be able to at least wrap around towards long, at least you'd like to think. Callie and sorry, who's that? Zype with him over towards Apps. But who really knows at this point?
The thing here is, look at how far up Calais is in middle. They've not had an idea of where this guy is. Quick's gonna go down. No, what was that? Calais not ready on the peak, and Quicks just goes in for the kill instantly with AWP, making it a 3-on-5 situation. He had a chance to equalize that position in that position, but hey, he falls down. HCOM will be going down as well. This looks like a straight up round for Public Clear.
Pretty much, there's not much they can do out of this, but again, BX3 only need 1 out of these 3 rounds, and Public Clear, they're going to have to do something absolutely massive. You can see the passive play by Public Clear, and the perfect rotates, or almost perfect rotates. I say that, it's Carter's curse as one of the Public Clear players goes back towards the B site. He's joining, and Mikis is going to go pick up 1 and to dominate. The bomb plant will come in, 16 seconds left on the clock. They will be securing themselves the money, although that's not going to be an issue with this overtime, with the amount of money they have here on the T side. And there we go, the rotators already in. Public Clear have all 4 players coming in towards Arch, and this is actually going to be dangerous. They don't have some kind of split on. They could actually do this, and look, the nades are going to do so much damage. 2 of the CTs are already sub 20 HP, and this could actually be doable here for BX3. But look at these positions. They're finally going to split up, and this is a good call from Public Clear. They should have this retake pretty much in the bag. Zyper's got a good position. If Quicks pushes into his crosshairs, and he will do so, Zyper's going to pick up one. Mikis also grabbing another on the side. He's peeking out again. He picks up a second, and the defuse is already in. Fetz is sticking it. He doesn't even realise. He jumps out of the corner. BX3, they take it 21-18. They're going to win it on the best of 3. A third map and a second overtime, and they take it. They've got to be so happy with that one. Absolutely incredible play at the end of the day from Mikis, picking up that 1 versus 3 and so many kills there in the favour of the terror side. And oh, my heart is racing, my hands are shaking, but he's still shooting and he's still getting AWP shots.
That was so cheesy, bro.
That was, I know. Oh my god, what was that play? That felt like a grand final to me. And that's only the quarters, but we are going to see a 16% bet team take it in 3 maps, showing pure skill, pure dexterity and versatility, and what an incredible play by both teams. BX3 clinching that out. Incredible, incredible map.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single map has been incredible. The only one that was really like a map that we could see one team better than the other would be Dust 2, where BX3 actually showed us and proved to us that, yeah, we're a better team when it comes to tactics on a specific map. And sure, they were. But I've got to say, with 5 overtimes in total,
yeah,
I'm a bit, I'm a bit off here. I'm a bit out, losing some words here and there.
It feels like it was like last night in the group stages where we were up to like 11 casting. We were like, because we've done so many, and we've only, this is our first match of today, and it took us 4.5 hours for a best of 3. But hey, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, guys. By the way, if you want to support us on Twitter, that would be really, really nice. I think the command in the chat is
Casters. The link's in the chat now. If you want to hit us up on Twitter, guys, support is always loved and appreciated.
Yeah, and not only us, but support our sponsors as well. Before we go out here, we want to say thank you to Komplett, who's been hooking us up with all the PCs here, 42 monitors from BenQ, and also these awesome chairs that I'm not going to fall over on like I've done before in the past. Ooh, looks cool. Really cool chairs, AK Racing. Check them out. I highly recommend them. And also, Wabi Schoolan, who's been doing the production work here today. Don't forget about Games for You, who are the ones hosting the tournament. If you live close to Älmhult, I suggest you come by Folkan Bio and check this out. There's actually quite a crowd. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I was up there before. There's a lot of people watching the game. So if you live close by, come by and we'll talk. Have a chit chat.
But that was actually just an incredible best of 3. And just to sum it up, really, no words. BX3 just clinched it over Public Clear, and being the underdogs, I love seeing that happen. It's always great to see an underdog team completely overtake the supposedly on paper better team. But hey, anything can happen here. This is in CS, and really commiserations to Public Clear. They're now out of the quarterfinalists, and we will see if we have a look at the brackets now. We're going to see BX3 through. Obviously, Preparation and Dendi are going to be playing. The winner of that, obviously, going to be playing Arctic. Yeah, they're playing their current game. So actually, I can check the score of that actually, which would be quite interesting. Preparation and Dendi is currently live. That's 3-2 in favour of Dendi right now. So again, only on the first map, and we'll be doing Torpedo versus. Do you want to say that name?
What? Can you try first?
No, I hate it.
Rap Mashakal.
The Swedish mixed team coming up against Torpedo in just half an hour, guys. So don't go anywhere. Be sure to come back for that exciting best of 3 for the quarterfinal stage. See you in a bit.